Hey, folks, we're back with another episode of the Star Wars RPG. Hooray!
Yay!
All
We're
right,
getting consistent at this.
we were off last week.
Okay.
Due to my back being a giant pile of pain.
Due to your back being a back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I fucked up my eyes, so my pupils are dilated all the fuck. I can see through time.
Good. You'll be able to recap last week's episode then.
The bad news is that your perception score is 0. The good news is you still get hair trigger neck hairs.
So at any rate, last time you guys made your way down to the surface of Kashyyyk, and things mostly went okay until you were jumped by a trio of Taranterics. I always forget what they're called.
Tarantinos.
Yeah.
Trio of Tarantinos.
That's a terrifying concept.
Hide your feet!
Tarantatic, that's what it is. At any rate, and you managed to defeat them, although your guide is dead, and Jox is kind of got a really fucked up arm.
Oh, okay.
He's got 3 more.
Yes.
Also,
But I'm going to say this, Gav, one of your arms is currently non-functional.
Yeah, I'll sling it up with some
Yeah.
spare.
I'm assuming
Also,
that when Vorkos treated you, he put it in a sling and said, "Don't move it."
Yeah.
Speaking of, just for reference sake, out of cards, I am currently stuck at 25 wound points.
Yes, you are badly injured.
Yes.
I
We
tried.
haven't even gotten to our destination yet.
I tried, dude. It's okay.
Also-
You'll be fine in a couple. You'll be fine in a couple days. Just make sure you write mammal
Well,
or
avian.
Also, when we left Vorkos, he was incredibly grumpy because everyone kept stealing his kills.
Everyone stole my kills. It was terrible.
And then when
I
Twins
can't
was
imagine
like,
anything worse happening. Oh, my arm.
Yeah, I will say this. I contemplated actually having it bite your arm off, Gav. I'm just gonna.
I am aware.
It's like real. I'm sort of like.
It's the Star Wars universe. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be a party if somebody didn't lose an arm.
At any rate,
That's only,
Vorkos.
that's only supposed to happen in lightsaber battles, though.
what do you think its
We'll get
teeth
there.
are made of? It just chews on you and goes, bjorn, bjorn, bjorn.
That would be the worst idea for teeth ever.
That really would be. It would be amazing.
Oh, wait, there's something stuck to this one. Let me just look at. Ah!
What, do you have a cortosis tongue or something?
Yes.
Probably also very high on the list of bad ideas.
Well, when it doesn't want to wreck its tongue, it just turns them off. Duh.
This is how biology works. All right. So,
Snakes totally have an off switch.
sure. So, yes. Due to Vorkos's tracking ability, you were able to track them back to where they were layering up, in hopes that they were layering somewhere near. Well, Vorkos got a sort of a hunter's intuition that they were layering up somewhere near the temple.
Yeah.
And since you no longer are a guide, you basically sort of said, "Well, Vorkos is the best at this, so." And
Space Lizard, go.
Space Lizard, in fact, did track them back to their lair, which seems to be outside the ruined Sith temple. You notice that there were a bunch of damaged shield projector type things outside, which Jith repaired and rigged up a remote control so you can turn them on and off.
Woo.
You saw stairs going down into the temple, going into the temple. You saw an entrance to the temple, not stairs going down necessarily, but whatever. There'll be stairs going down. I'm sure none of your surprises.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing you notice, is it's very clear. This is actually what Professor Cygnus notices specifically, because she's the archaeologist. It is very clear that there was some stuff here on the surface outside the temple area. The temple area looks like it has been unearthed somewhat. Like the entrance into the temple looks like it's been unearthed somewhat recently. Like within the past, and when we say somewhat recently, we're talking. This is an archaeologist saying somewhat recently.
Right. So.
Right.
Give or take a century.
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Ago, maybe.
And it's very clear that there's been some stuff that was here on the surface that has since been removed. Also, It's not entirely the entrance into the temple doesn't look like it was sort of neatly cleared away. And yeah, I should actually bring up the map tool screen. Hang on. Here we go. So yeah, it looks like the entrance, like there's been a bunch of stuff that was uncovered in the past century or so, as she was saying. The actual entryway into the thing almost looks like it's been sort of forced open in some ways. And again, been a while. I mean, looks kind of like maybe someone opened it up, like there was dirt and such covering, or someone maybe opened up just forcefully with like a pickaxe or something, or maybe something with giant claws. And you hear some sort of snarling, roaring noise coming from somewhere inside the temple.
Ahem. Roar.
Less polite.
Snarl.
Honestly, it sounds a little bit like
Would
the
you
noises
kindly?
the Tarantatics were making.
Oh, good.
Maybe there are more. Yay!
Almost certainly more.
So,
There are definitely more. It's okay. Jock says 3 more arms. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but I've only got 2 more grenades.
This presents a problem.
well, maybe there are only 2 of them. And Jux does need at least 2 arms to do repairs with.
I guess.
So, what do you guys do? I mean, obviously there's nothing here. You should just turn around and go home.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
No need to explore the temple that, I planned things for. No, not at all.
Oh, right, yeah. No, we should totally just screw the pooch here and just leave. Let's go watering off in that direction.
We should just go out and grind boars.
Yeah, XP grinding on the surface of Kashyyyk. That sounds like a good plan.
It totally is. Kidding, do you know how much a blade of grass is worth down here?
So, I am going to, I guess, do the equivalent of cracking a light stick.
Sure. You guys have light sources. You actually brought gear. You have an archaeologist with you. A 2-fisted archaeologist, so she's all set to go in.
Yeah. No, we definitely want to go down in there.
Right. Well, she'll pull out, basically a flashlight and hold her blaster in her other hand. Basically, blaster in main hand, flashlight in offhand. All right, let's go.
Yes.
I mean, she's very interested to go in, so she's like, well, I'm going spelunking. If you guys want to come along, that's fine.
It's so dark down there.
Didn't I duct tape a flashlight on top of my SMG at some point?
I believe you did. I believe you did. If you didn't, you can do so now.
I'm fairly confident I did. Like, that sounds exactly like the kind of thing I would do.
I'm fairly certain you did, but I'm
Trandoshan. I don't care.
You can't see in the actual dark, Eric.
But they had thermographic vision. It doesn't matter.
That's not the same thing. If you walk into a stone room,
Oh, there's
see
nothing
each other.
in here. It's just darkness in every direction.
Yeah.
There's no heat out here.
So you'll be able to see heat sources, things of differing heat levels. Yes, But if a room
Actually,
is,
it makes perfect sense that he'd have a have an infrared flashlight on the gun, because
That
most
doesn't-
species can't see that. So
that actually makes sense. I'll grant that actually. But you've got people with actual flashlights, so whatever.
right.
And so you enter the temple, and it is a wreck. It's been abandoned for a really fucking long time.
Who just throws away a perfectly good temple?
Property values drop, and it's just you end up underwater in the morgue, and you just say screw it and leave.
Also, that begs the question: who the fuck builds a temple on fucking the surface of Kashyyyk?
Aesthetic warrior monks.
Yeah, you actually got a point there.
Where's the worst place we can build this? Okay, we'll build it right there.
So instead of it's a different type of harsh environment.
It's more of a harsh in my buzz kind of environment.
No, in both types of harsh environment, the environment's trying to kill you. It's just very different ways. In this case, the flora and fauna is actively trying to eat you.
All the time.
At any rate, you enter the temple. The rooms you walk into on the first floor are not really that noteworthy. There's stuff that Professor Zignas is getting all excited about because archaeologist, and she's taking photos of everything basically.
Don't blame her.
Yeah, she sets up a lantern in the middle of the room to basically light the room.
These are some interesting rocks.
Aren't they though?
I was being facetious.
Oh well, yeah. A lot of these rocks seem to have been imported from off planet. They don't match up with the actual recorded materials that you find here on Kashyyyk.
I'm sure that a bunch of this stuff could fetch us a pretty penny.
Oh, well, to the right collector, of course, obviously. Not that much in here is intact enough really to be worth recovering, though. It's of academic interest mostly. She shrugs. But you all should look around, see if I'm certain there's more to this place than just this room. I don't know. Oh, right. That staircase over there that was in shadow.
I've played this game before.
Did you guys hear that they recently used some sort of sonic imagery or something to discover that there's this hidden cavern in the Great Pyramid that no one's ever been in?
Weird.
I did remember reading that somewhere, yeah.
I missed that
I
one.
hadn't heard that, no.
Neat.
It is
I
neat.
didn't see champion.
But yes, there is a truly it's the shadows that have been created by the lantern and such, and the general non-existent lighting have done a really good job of hiding the very large sort of staircase that goes sort of down deeper into the temple.
Down, down, down.
All right, you guys start heading down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you proceed down the staircase,
I do have a question.
Sure.
This place is giving off Uki, much like the other ones, but it's a different brand.
Yes. It is. This place is definitely strong with the dark side.
Hmm. It's dark side, but not Sith. How does it feel different to me?
There's just something there's something different about it. You can't put your finger on it. I will say this: the first floor, what you see in the temple up above, is very clearly Sith architecture and such.
Okay.
I should make that clear.
Okay.
The temple proper is Sith. Things you notice you're going down the stairs is there's a lot of rubble and such.
Hey, your friend.
Damn it! I knew I was not the only one thinking that.
No, not Barney. It's pretty clear. It looks like there was something that was covering the staircase that has since broken and collapsed, like a stone ceiling over it or something.
Right.
Like this was concealed at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, you go down the stairs. Everyone should give me a perception check as you're heading down the stairs.
Sweet.
Am I hair triggering this?
No.
Okay.
Perception 7, right? Yes.
I rolled a 10.
10, that's good.
I got a rock.
10, 10, 10. Oh, I should roll for Sketch.
Well, there's also Dr. Sickness.
Yeah, I will roll for her too in a second, but I gotta do Sketches first. Okay, this is a 5, and Dr. Cygnus. Where is she? Hers is at 8. Not a good roll.
She's a little bit enamored with everything, so she can't notice the particulars.
Right. Well, it's more that she's sort of... what it is actually in this case is that you guys actually... Those of you who rolled a 10 or better, so congratulations to Jox and Jith. You do hear a sort of faint mechanical hum coming from somewhere further down in the temple.
What the hell do they make these places out of?
Stone, apparently.
Well, something in here is still working.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can hear that.
It's like a constant pounding.
Oh, damn it, I thought I'd muted something. This is the rule of all RPG gaming. As soon as you start, somebody wants you for something.
Through that.
But, yes, you do hear... when it's pointed out, you all do hear the faint hum. And the occasional, growl and snarl echoing from somewhere.
Rawr, 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 rawr.
But
Yeah,
other than
I
that,
hear
it's surprisingly cool and dry down here. It's much... For those of you who like cool, dry environments, it's much more pleasant than the surface of Kashyyyk, which was hot and damp. Almost like you're standing at the bottom of a giant fucking forest. At any rate, you come down to the landing of the staircase, and you're in another larger room, which seems to be more intact. There is a fair bit of Sith iconography around here that's more intact than up above. But it's also, things you notice is that it's, actually no, that's not something you would actually inherently notice, now I'm thinking about it. I'm going to make a roll for Professor Cygnus, but...
Because she would know this.
Yes, she
potentially.
would. All right. Okay, that's good. Anyone who wants to look around and look at stuff may make a perception roll if you choose. If you think that's actually something you'd be doing.
Why not?
This is kind of something that's a bit of a big deal to me, so yeah, I'm poking around.
Nope, still getting a 9.
No, I've stopped paying attention.
Well, no, this is...
I rolled non-6 doubles. Can I do a reroll of that? Have we functionally activated that rule at this point?
Oh, I'd forgotten we'd done that. We were talking about doing that.
I don't even know about this.
Yeah,
no,
neither do I.
no, we're not doing that.
Okay. Like, to explain to Rarat, by core Feng Shui rules, if you attune to a Feng Shui site, after that point, if you roll non-6 doubles and you aren't thrilled with the result, you can re-roll it. But you
Really?
have to stick.
That's not a rule I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
that's
that
how
rule
you
at all
explained
either.
it to me when we played the first one.
I might have house ruled that.
And anyway, we don't have Feng Shui
We're
sites
not
to
doing that
attune
right now,
to,
so don't worry about it.
All right.
But well, this is not something that's hard to notice, to be completely honest. So, Vorkos, you actually notice it about the same time as the professor does.
Okay.
It's pretty clear. Like as you start poking around, looking at stuff, it looks like various things have been like the Sith iconography has replaced something else that was here before. Like it's there's like a statue. It looks like something else had been removed from the situation and a statue put back into a new statue put in its place, or what have you. You can see like signs of like reliefs having been basically obliterated and replaced with something else. There might have been tapestries down here, but they're not anymore. But for obvious reasons. But yes, the professor's having a field day with all of this. And there are a bunch of rooms in the area if you'd like to. You can poke around in. Things that you are noticing that you don't have to make rolls for, because of course you don't have to make rolls for for some of this shit. Although it's some of it's one of you. I'm gonna say, yeah, I like it as Vorkos noticing. Actually, Jocks, as you're sort of poking around, looking around, as you sort of step somewhere, you hear the sound of something sort of crunching under your feet and breaking.
I really hope this is pottery.
Well, no. It's definitely
Bugs!
bones.
Thousands of crawling bugs.
No, it's bones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You stepped on what looks like. You look down. You realize you stepped on what looks like the leg bone of some humanoid. But you see the rest of the skeleton also.
Any idea, rough sort of, species-ish?
Humanish.
Okay. So, like human size, it's like definitely it's not a Wookiee. It's not some odd, skulled alien. It's human with nose ridges, basically.
Yeah, or something. It's hard to tell at this point. It's bones.
Yeah. Well, the skeletons usually show. The skulls at least usually show something, but yeah.
Well, you're not going to see nose ridges on a skull.
No, no. That's what I mean. It's no, yeah.
But yeah,
it's an alien of the week. It wasn't worth the special effects budget.
Right, exactly.
We took a werewolf skull from another set.
But yeah, and as you look about, you see, as you look around, you realize the room you're sort of poking into, as you sort of poke closer in, there's a sizable pile of bones sort of piled up in the middle of it.
Why do I get the feeling this is a channel pit?
Jith is going to look at Vorkos and say, "How fresh do you think they are?"
Let's find out.
You're going to go investigate?
Yep.
Give me a detective roll.
12.
12. Okay. It's a mix. Some of the bones are very old. Some of them are fairly recent. Mostly the ones that most of the more recent ones seem to be Wookiee skulls. And so it's like, yeah, here's a bit. Hey, look, here's a bit of Wookiee bone that has some flesh still on it. Not much. The other thing you notice is that most of the bones that are sort of higher up on the pile definitely have the look of something with large, sharp teeth having gnawed on them.
Yeah.
But the stuff underneath doesn't?
Well, it's harder to tell with that.
Okay.
I was just about to say, do they have teeth marks, or do they look more like trophies? They've got teeth marks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we found the lair.
Eric, I will also say this, though. You're not aware of that many non-sentient predatory species that would actually, do that. Dispose of, leftover bones and such into a pile somewhere else. Not this neatly, piling it up.
Okay, so you're saying it's sort of akin to... It's food, but it could also be a trophy pile?
Something like that, maybe.
Maybe it's a nest.
You had to go and say it, didn't you?
What? It's
Yeah,
a
there are
pile
any,
of-
there any
it's a
eggs
pile of-
or babies down in there?
Not that you see.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it's been arranged. I will also say it's not been arranged carefully. It's definitely a pile,
Okay.
but it's also not just like someone scattered like you're not noticing bones lying about other places in the level in this area.
Hmm.
It's like something has tossed the bones like after. If something is eating these and tossing the bones, they all toss them in the same area.
Gotcha.
Which is more sort of organized thinking than most non-sentient predators you're aware of. I mean, there are some that might be that way, but that's
I hear what you're
common.
saying. Okay.
It implies at least something fairly clever.
They're not big dumb beasts, is what you're saying.
Yes. Or it's possible it's something that's actually intelligent. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Don't sound too proud of yourself, Game Master.
What?
Smarter than your average wampa.
That's not that hard, Gav.
I had a Wampa once.
Stompa stompa.
Did you get it at Burger King?
Oh.
I don't know. My sister had a Wampa.
Let's see. What else will you have noticed in this area? The other thing you guys do notice as you're poking around, there's another hallway on the other side of the room, which looks like it goes for a while, and then there's another stairway going down. Basically, it sort of goes down for a bit, and then looks like it sort of doubles back on itself.
Okay.
So it sort of forms like a J almost, or a U. But going down. Down. Again, these are big staircases also.
Right.
Like
Something a giant space ogre could fit down.
yeah. Like you think these are excessively large.
Fuck.
Vorkos.
Yeah, these are ridiculous. There's no reason for them to be so big.
Also, you're hearing more sort of growling noises from downstairs.
So, just out of character for a second, I'm not the only one thinking it, right?
Thinking what?
I wasn't thinking until you mentioned that.
Okay.
Oh, Nick, I have a question I have to ask you.
Okay, what's that?
This is in relation to what you did with the force field stuff upstairs, up above. Did you turn it on or did you leave it off?
I left it off.
Okay, I just wanted to know that.
I didn't
may or
want
may
to
not
forget
come up.
about it. Well, I didn't want to forget about it and have us crash into it on our way out.
That'd be great. You should have turned it on for exactly that reason.
But I did want to have it, so that we could leave and then put it back up in case, something was chasing us.
Fair enough. That is totally reasonable. I wanted to know what the state of it was because I forgot to ask you at the beginning before we started the session.
Gotcha.
All right.
I'll just speak up. So just, we're all assuming that we're coming in here, like finding the base of the Tarantatic. What are they called?
The
Yep.
Tarantino.
Tarantinos.
The Tetraminos.
When large predators like that move around, the big, the bad, they usually like rule an area. They don't tend to go wandering all that much unless there's something bigger and badder.
You're thinking, yeah, there's an alpha down here that probably forced the others out.
Mm.
That's one way of thinking of it. I do know where you're going with this, Gav, and I don't like it.
No. I also don't think the area that Peter is that obvious. So I'm kind of curious either way. I don't want to.
I
I
don't.
don't want to voice it.
I don't have confidence in that statement right there.
I want to believe, but
So yeah, there are the other things that you do notice as you're sort of poking around is there are what is fairly obviously the remnants of a library of some sort. In one of the side rooms, the middle of the room that you're in had what was very clearly sort of a large sort of computer terminal type thing. It's sort of like one of those, which is it had one. Let's just put it that way.
Have you tried turning it off and oh no, you're supposed to be able to turn it back on again. Never mind.
It is very clear that something pummeled and wrecked the computer in the middle of the room. The computer station in the middle of the room.
Oh, what a waste.
Oh.
What would you use it for?
A computer? You have to ask?
It would be 1,000 years old. Would you even have an OS that could run it?
Twins is just gonna kinda stare at Vorkaz. I've done it before. The last bug tunnel we were in?
Oh yeah, the one I hauled you out.
Yeah, the corrupted files that you retrieved, fixed them, got them running, no problem.
How much blood is Jonks losing? Like how bloody is he?
You've got him pretty well bandaged. He doesn't seem to. He's not like he's in danger of bleeding out.
Positive to know, but I don't think that's what is actually being asked.
No, I know exactly what he's asking, but if you'd like to try dressing my wound and attempting another medical role, I would appreciate.
Yes, and it's totally not to harvest more blood to use as bait for that thing in the basement.
Okay, that's.
I don't care. It's coming out of me freely.
Okay, sure. You can give me another medicine roll and heal Gav for that much, and collect a blood sample if you'd like.
Well, he's not thoroughly wrecked now, so that's a positive.
I'm at 13 health points.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
Yes, one of your arms is still not. This is not repair your arm. I'm just saying this right now.
No, the arm is done until we're back on the ship. I'm aware of this.
Right.
Until you get serious medical treatment, Cav. I'm going to put it that way.
The arm is on vacation for this adventure.
As I said,
how do you creatures get by with only 2?
How do you get by with taking so long to heal?
I'm down to 3, and I feel
Vorkaz is rather.
Twins
Jith
is just. Go ahead.
Oh, while Vorkaz is dressing Jox's wound, Jith is going to set up a little trap on one of the corners or one of the entryways in this temple we're in.
okay.
He's just gonna set up a little tripwire thing that will set off something noisy.
Oh, so if someone's coming down. Okay.
Yeah, just a little alarm.
Sure, that can be done.
Yes. See, just as a quick chat. Yeah, Bardic in the chat. Yeah, you're quite right, dude. That's how all sci-fi works out. DVDs and CDs and all that sort of disc technology is pointless. So everyone just keeps losing them. So you use cassettes.
Fairly certain Star Wars uses crystals, but whatever.
Crystals are still harder to lose than discs.
Apparently.
They're harder to label, but
they're also smaller and therefore probably actually easier to lose, but whatever.
So what did it all break?
everything.
Nothing yet, actually, Skitch.
Sanity at this point.
So yes, they are investigating inside the temple, the ruined temple.
Okay.
They've gone down one level inside. Things of note: there was Sith iconography in the first floor. There's Sith iconography on this floor, but it's the stuff on this floor looks like something was here before the Sith came in, and the Sith replaced stuff here with their own stuff. And in one of the
Okay,
rooms on
then.
this floor, there is a large pile of bones. Also, there's sort of snuffling, growling noises coming from the next floor down. Also, there's a very faint hum of machinery coming from down there as well. And there's a giant ruined computer terminal in the middle of the room that you guys are currently standing in.
It has dismayed twins.
Yeah, it looks like someone basically took, someone basically pummeled it into brokenness. Honestly, Eric, Vorkos looks at it, and your first thought is, dear Lord, even a Wookiee with a crowbar couldn't do that much damage to a computer. Like, an angry Wookiee with a crowbar wouldn't do that much damage to it.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's like,
I'm still finishing getting some food to me, so I'll
problem.
eat myself a little bit. But
that's fine. But yeah, there's, let's see what else is in there. So there's the bone room, the ruined library, the ruined computer. Anything else of note? Nothing really. There's all this, there's a lot of stuff that, from an archaeological standpoint, Professor Cygnus is interested in, because there's a lot of fairly intact Sith iconography down here, which you don't see a lot of anywhere.
Hmm.
Much nicer than the floor above. All right, Nick, you should give me a fix-it roll to set up your little tripwire
Oh,
thing.
sure.
Just so I know.
10.
10? Okay, good to know. All right. So, you've basically spent a little while sort of exploring this room and this floor. Is there anything... what else do you guys want to do here, or do you want to press forward? Or do you have a cunning plan?
I'm thinking...
Baldric, you wouldn't know if a cunning plan came up to you, punched you in the face, and said, I am a cunning plan.
Just had to get that out of your system, didn't you?
I did, yes.
So I'm thinking if we can lure the Gribbly up here, we can have Jock set up a using Jith's trip line, having Jock set up the blast so it catches it, and then we can finish it off at when it comes up.
Well, you have to set up another tripwire, but yes.
Yeah. I set up a tripwire behind us that would.
Oh, I see what
Yeah,
you're saying. Okay.
That's a tripwire that goes noisy. Mine's a tripwire that also goes noisy with a bit more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a tripwire that goes noisy. Yours would be a tripwire that goes loud.
So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of fresh blood.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, some of you have to squeeze out of the bandages, but, hey.
Yeah.
It's still good. It's still good.
As long as it
So
doesn't
I'm
make
thinking,
that noise like an empty ketchup bottle.
Thinking one of us sneaks most of the way down and leaves a trail of blood coming up, and then we make some noise so it comes up and then gets caught in the blast, and then we finish it in a crossfire.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We're going to have to face it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather
Now
face it on our terms than its terms, I agree.
Yes.
The dog agrees.
Let's use the dog. The dog will be perfect bait.
And it's guaranteed to survive unless we're trying to infuse the scene with more pathos.
No, haven't you ever played any Fallout? The dog never survives. They
Yeah,
have,
but he always-
they
that's
have
always
bad
just like-
experiences with laser wires.
Yeah, but the dog gets you killed in that case.
God damn it, dog meat.
I'm not even talking about that one. I'm talking about the original one. The canonical
original
death of
dog
original
meat.
dog meat is going through a laser fence at Mariposa.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll volunteer to leave the trail up.
Okay, so you sneak down and then start leaving the trail up.
Yeah.
I guess while he's doing that, I'll start rigging some explosives.
All right.
What is my sneak capacity? Thinking about it,
All right. So, Eric, you should
Yes.
I
give
have
me a
12
sneak roll.
intrusion.
Your intrusion
I
roll,
also have a
yes.
12 intrusion.
All right, you have a lot more defense than I do, so you go right ahead.
Actually, you know who's really good at intrusion?
Yeah, and
The
also
droid.
who isn't going to give away their scent ahead of schedule. I had thought of that, but
So Io go down.
Oh,
instead.
he's still... Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. I thought Skitch was here.
He's eating.
that's
Oh,
why
okay.
I hadn't suggested it.
So,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do?
So the plan is to sneak partway down the stairs because they're assuming there's a large gribbly monster down there. To leave a blood trail coming partway down the stairs, leading back up, and then make noises and try to lure it back up and over a tripwire to cause explosions, and then gun it down.
Which map are we on again?
None right
We're
now.
not at the moment.
Okay. I mean, Io will probably go through this plan, even
Okay.
if he aired grievances about it being a bad plan. Even if he was to say it was a bad plan, which I'm not saying he did say. I'm saying even if he said it was a bad plan.
I mean, the
Probably
advantage is that Io is the sneakiest and also least likely to sort of give away, sort of smell like food on his own.
He also does have the most blood out of anyone in the party.
Well,
He does.
Wait.
fortunately,
That's all back on the ship in jars, though.
on the plus side, you're being provided a sort of, some blood that to, extracted from Jocks from his copious wounds.
You have been donated a blood sample.
Normally, this goes for a high price on the market, but I guess I'll accept this gift graciously.
Not as much as you'd think. The markets are really tanked lately.
Talk about the droid markets. Anyway,
I thought you were talking about the blood markets.
anyways, so what role do you want me to do, Peter? To begin with?
Intrusion.
Close, of course.
Yes.
17.
Well, that better succeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Guess you I guess it does okay.
All right. So you sneak back. You go down. You go down back around the little because the staircase basically goes forward, down, and then basically does a 180 and comes back down further. Where do you want to start the trail from?
I'm not sure I'm not necessarily sure. It's because I've been privy to what's happening in the session.
Well, I mean, you don't really have any less info than anybody else, really. I'll be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
I have no map in my head.
We can hear it down there, is the thing.
Hmm.
All right, give me a second. I'll quickly sketch sort of a roomy type thing. I mean, if you go to the Kashyyyk map, you can sort of see what's at the bottom of the staircase you're going down, the basic map layout. But like that staircase goes up for a while and then doubles back and basically ends up in a room that's sort of basically the same sort of thing above this with rooms coming off the sides, basically, on each of the diagonal faces.
Okay.
It's the Temple of Doom.
Sorry, I'm just sort of get my bearings here.
But you obviously don't know what's down there.
Mm. All right, so I'm trying to set up a blood trail, basically, to act as bait.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to try to pursue further until I just sense that it might be too dangerous to pursue any further,
Okay.
and then proceed to work from there.
All right.
kind of
So
like-
you keep going. You go down the staircase. You've got your enhanced droid senses and such, so you can actually sort of see somewhat well in the dark.
Mhm.
As you get to the part, the area that bends around, through the U-bend in the staircase, as it were, you notice that you can see ahead of you that down towards the bottom of the stairs, so like the last third of the staircase, of the chunk of the staircase ahead of you, you can see that it is lit, and the humming noises are definitely getting louder. The sounds of the machinery are louder. And you also you can more clearly hear the sounds of something making growling, snarling noises.
All right, once there's some snarling noise, then the The blood trail shall begin being placed.
All right, so you start laying a blood trail back up the staircase. Got it.
Yes.
All right, you're back up the stairs. Jocks, you wanted to set up the trap, right?
Yes.
All right, give me a fix it, then a sabotage.
Rigging. Things that go boom. Fix it. That.
Okay, that was your fix it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you're no longer impaired thanks to Vorkaz actually,
Yes.
healing you. Alrighty, that's a good sabotage roll. I mean, your sabotage skill is kind of incredible, so,
Yes, I am very good at making things go boom.
All
Only
right.
slightly bonkers.
Almost as though it's what he does.
All right, so why don't you guys sort of set your... We don't have an actual... I'm not going to draw an actual room in front of the staircase, but basically sort of... let me just sort of sketch something quickly. Hang on. What I'm going to draw here is not actually the,
No staircase required.
right.
It's not the party land.
Well, no, you'll see what I'm going to do in a second here.
300 meters of curling staircase, not necessary for this reenaction.
300 meters of curling, however. Which one was it? The Kashyyyk map?
Yeah, it'll be the Kashyyyk map.
Okay. Oh, I've already got a token there.
Mm-hmm. You should.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, basically in the upstairs of this.
The room is badly drawn. I don't fucking care. And hang on. I have to change something on the map because I turned on the grid on this map. Oh, no, I didn't.
See? Enterprise.
Oh, that's what you meant.
So yeah, basically set yourselves up in the room there.
Which room are we going to?
The one that doesn't have anything drawn in it other than,
No, I mean, like, which map are we going
Kashyyyk
to?
Kashyyyk map.
Chic.
Okay.
Let's do this this way.
I'm going to retreat some distance due to being fucking half dead.
Universal indication of staircase.
Yes.
These rooms, by the way, are very large if you haven't noticed.
Yes.
So everybody should be in that room.
It is very roomy.
It's very something.
This is a lovely room of death.
Why are there more of us here? Why are there two Erics?
Oh my god, he's multiplied.
There's only one Eric. I have no idea what you're talking about. I moved the one that was already on the map over, Eric.
Okay.
This is something the world is not prepared for.
Oh, I forgot something here. Do a little bit more quick drawing here.
The best kind of drawing.
That's the rec terminal in the middle of the room.
So where did we actually come in?
Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more sketching here. Just 1 second. Nope.
Is the terminal like waist height?
Roughly, yes.
It's a waist high wall.
Yes. There's the staircase you came in.
Okay. So there should be like a tripwire going across there, basically.
Okay.
Or maybe I set it up at the top of the stairs. I don't know.
Sure. All right, so you set a tripwire. Gav set up a tripwire. So Jock set up a tripwire across. Sort of. Okay. Also, yeah. There are. Actually, hang on. Let's do another little quick thing here.
Why do I get the feeling? I have tripwired the door. The thing comes up on an elevator.
That would be something.
No, there's no elevator. I promise you that.
First
However,
floor,
our
Sporting
Doom
Goods
events.
underwear and monstrous beasts.
Our doom, however, will be signaled by a pleasant ding.
That's a terrible. No, fuck that noise. Turning off grid.
Yes, there is a chance that boss music is now being played in this room.
No, there's no music yet.
Oh, it's a suspense. Yeah, the suspenseful build-up.
We're in that part in the Dodongo's cavern before you go down the hole.
Ah,
The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last. Damn, Gene Wilder, you're really good in that movie.
Yes, he is.
Which movie?
Willy
Charlie and the
Wonka.
Chocolate Factory.
Oh,
Or Willy Wonka. I forget which one the first one is called and which
I
one
think it's
the,
Charlie and the
more,
Chocolate
the technically more accurate but shitty Johnny Depp version is. Spoilers, kids. Johnny Depp is no fucking replacement for Gene Wilder.
Well, that's
he is the,
no.
Yeah, I mean,
anti-replacement for Gene Wilder.
at the very least, he was smart enough not to try and recreate Wilder's.
Well,
Yeah.
they just went a completely different direction rather than trying to recreate it.
yes.
Yeah, and,
But
and
the
part of
original,
that had to do-
I've asked it for the original, but you know.
I mean,
All right.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
what happens is
We immediately regret this.
so you make some noise. You make a bunch of noise, right?
Yeah, like dying animal noises, maybe.
We are wounded prey animals. Ow.
Well, now it's
All
not
right.
going to come up just because it's offended.
That was masterful.
Oh, that was
hunting.
horribly unconvincing. I don't even feel like eating you now.
From the dark depths comes like a hideous growl and a tomato flies at Vorka.
I don't.
All the growls and
believe you.
all the growls and gurgling just become.
Boo. Boo word.
Boo. Boo.
I don't know. It'd work on me. I like wounded prey animals.
Okay. After a little while, you're making a bunch of noise like that, actively trying to make noise. You
That was a horrible song.
You
It
hear
was
more
trying to
growling.
make dead animal noises.
You
Oh,
hear
it was
some-
really convincing then.
No, you do not have the Statler and Waldorf of giant alpha predators.
I want an anime about this yesterday.
I am seeing a webisode here.
But you do hear sort of loud, so you hear growling noises. Then you hear sort of more loud growling noises, and then you hear the sounds of heavy footsteps coming up towards you quickly.
Train all the guns.
Party time.
Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doo. Well, actually, it's more like that. Oh, hang on. Right. Boop. There we go.
Oh, we got two of them.
Click.
Yeah. Skaboom.
Click, click, boom.
So yes, there is a earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh, we wish.
Well, no, not actually earth-shattering, but you know.
Yeah.
No, you
Where
don't wish
is
for
the
earth-shattering.
Blowing things up. Remember, I blow things up that I want to blow up, not things that I don't.
All right. All right. Well, the two Tarantatics take 23 each
Nice.
from the explosion because it's explosion
Standing
damage,
on
and
grenade
they're very
damage.
close to it. So they take 13 wounds each. Let me just
Good
erase.
start.
Yep. And they howl in pain and agony.
And
then
now
you
we
should
fill them full of blasters.
And you guys get a free round of shooting at them.
Yeah.
Lead 1-4. I'm going to fortune die and pump them full of 2 bursts.
I don't think I can reasonably justify doing a nuisance after they walked into a bomb. So I'm going to forego that. I will fortune, however.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So 19. That should tag 4.
That will hit. Its defenses are no different than what Honestly, you guys should also get +2 to your rolls because they are unaware.
Flat-footed.
All right,
All right.
so
Throw an extra 2 damage onto mine because I'm doing a long burst.
I will look at this for a second.
Vorkos just beat the Tactic 4 by 8.
Yep.
Yep.
So base 16 plus 2 bursts, which is +1 each, is
26 total.
26 total.
So that's another 16. All right, who's shooting at that? Who else is shooting at? Is this at number 4?
So Twins just shot.
Yeah.
She hit by 3.
I'm shooting at the closest thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So 4.
It dropped by 2. Yeah. So yeah. And then an extra +2 to damage because of pew pew.
Right. So
Base damage 14.
right. So that brings it to 16. And you hit by how much?
16 plus 3. That'd be 19 minus its defense.
So 9 more damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So that brings it to 31. It has got 2 points of impairments now.
Ha-ha!
I may as well pump one into it as well. Okay, boom.
Oh, no, you got it.
Yeah, you got it for Zach.
Well, also,
+2 because
you hit by 2.
Oh, hit by 2.
All right. So your gun's damage is what, Gav?
13.
All right. So do 5 more. That is a death check. Not a hard death check, but a death check. Yeah, it's fine.
Focus fire.
focus fire kills everything.
More dots.
Next.
I will also shoot Tactic 4. I'll light up with my twin pistols. Even though they're not twins. They're similar pistols.
Right.
Okay, so this is plus my 13. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So,
Daka.
Its defense is currently 11.
Okay, so that's 8.
You hit by 10, I believe.
And then another, right, so 10 because of the extra for it being surprised. Okay.
So it's 14
10.
points, I believe, total.
Yes, because of both guns.
All right, that's a DC 15 death check.
Did I steal the kill again?
I think you did.
Yeah, it goes down.
Yay! I'm like the least effective combatant until it comes to these things. These horrifying monsters.
All right.
Taking the last point of health off, yeah.
Well, we've already established that Twins, the programmer, is weak to bug type, so...
All right. I guess Io and the professor can shoot at the remaining one.
Wait, fuck, I just realized it. I'm psychic type. They're bug. Of course it works. Shit! Can I play Gen 1? There's almost no bugs.
All the bugs suck in Gen 1.
That made me flying steel.
All right.
Gen 1, where they said that ghosts were super effective against psychic, but it was a lie. It was the other way around.
All right.
Because all the ghosts were poison.
All right, the professor will take a shot. I'll add her +2 into the die roll. All right.
Okay.
So she hits by 2. And she is using effectively heavy. She's using a regular blaster pistol. So she does 3 damage to that one. Wrong one. That one's dead. And Skitch, if you'd like to take a shot, you may do so.
Okay, might as well.
And you get +2 to the roll
+2 to the roll.
because of the complete and utter surprise they have on you. You have on them.
16.
So you hit by 3.
Hit by 3, so that'd be 17 damage.
So 7 more wound points. It is up to 23. Now you guys can roll initiative if you'd like.
I think that we will still want to do that, yes.
You could choose to let it just go as much as it wants to before you go. I mean, I'm okay with that.
It's so pissed off looking right now, I'm sure it will be very passive.
It's going to take a nap.
Aha, not so bad.
Just initiative is based on your speed stat, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
You got it.
All right.
My speed is acceptable.
That's actually not a bad roll for me, but... Just...
I don't go until 9, so I'm going to hit the restroom real quick.
That's fine.
You
Go
go,
for it,
right
dude.
ahead.
I believe they're speed 7, so...
In fact, I'm going to do the same.
All right, so the beastie is going on... The remaining Terran tactic is going on 12. All right, let's see. Sketch is on 9. Wind is on 13. Eric is on 12. Jith is on 11. And Jox is on 10. Solid set of rolls, actually. All right, Twins, you're first.
All right. Let's see here. All right, so I imagine the dead one over there is letting off like death sense or something like that. So Twins is going to shoot the dead one and splatter it all over the living one and just confuse the ever-living shit out of it.
You're going for attack to distract. Got it.
Yup.
Okay.
Boom. Boom. Oh, I got it good.
Yep. All right, so you hit by 6.
6.
So it is borked for 3. It is distracted for 6 rounds.
Wow.
It is wrecked until 7.
Well, six shots, I should say.
Should be 7. Maybe 8.
It starts next. No, it's until 6. Oh no, it counts as shot, so it's 7. You're correct.
Mm-hmm.
So it's distracted through 7.
Yep.
It's undistracted on 6.
Yes.
All right. That is it.
It is going to have a bad day, yo.
Yes, it is. You go again on 10. Vorkos, you're up next.
Woo! I get to do stuff. Daka.
Yeah.
Not so good.
You hit it exactly.
Oh, okay.
Because it's distracted.
Now you're right. So 16.
I did my job.
19. It takes 9 points for damage.
Yes, it does.
I do
It now has
job
2
good.
points of injury impairment on top of that, so its defense is now 8.
Its defense is lol.
All right, well, it comes glumphing into the room, shrieking in horror and pain.
I like how you never spare a chance to say glump.
I like the word.
It's a good
I know-
word.
Great
I know you do.
word.
I know you do. I'm not begrudging you this at all. I'm just saying I appreciate.
All right,
I
it comes.
appreciate
It comes.
that I recognize it.
It comes charging at you, Twins, and attempts to claw you to pieces. So it's going to swing twice at you with its claws.
Like, considering how wrecked it is, like, I almost don't want to say active dodge, but then you're gonna come out with like the apocalypse dice towards me. I just know it.
So you're going to actively dodge?
It's got a -5 right now.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I won't.
It's got a. That's a miss.
Hooray.
That's a miss. The odds of hitting you were not good.
No, they weren't. It would have to explode to hit me.
Yes. All right.
Yeah,
Next
exploded
up
pretty well, too.
is Jith. You're next.
Oh. Sweet. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is plus 13. Yeah.
The first one was trying really hard.
14.
Yeah,
so-
you hit by 6.
Okay. So
You're both
that
guns blazing it again?
is- that's a total of 10 damage. Then
Okay. That's a death check. DC 7.
that'll probably make that.
Yep, it's alive.
Wow, it's very close though.
All right. Where are you? All right, you are on 8 next. 10 is Jocks.
Yay!
And Twins, technically. Right, it's 10 because Twins didn't actually actively dodge. I think Word might have stepped away, though, so...
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's you two.
I was just thinking. I'm just thinking about it. And I'm like, no. Vorkos has been kill stolen enough. I will leave that honor to you.
Oh, thank you.
I won't.
No, when I say honor to you, I mean the honor of kill stealing him, so that he's not mad at me.
Oh, cool. Boom.
Yep, that hits. By a bunch. Specifically 7.
Yeah.
So that's 20 damage. Yeah, it's 10 more wound points.
He'll be fine.
About that.
No.
And that's 2 for me. How many you got, Vorkos?
Twins, I hate you.
What? I didn't even shoot it.
I'm not sure how yet, but it's your fault.
I understand there's game mechanics at play here, but I am not breaking the fourth wall.
Nope, they're dead.
Well, the plan worked. Let's head on down.
Okay.
All right. Hang on a sec before we do.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make a quick. I'm just gonna like kind of strain my ears and see if I pick anything up here.
Okay.
Nope.
You don't hear anything.
All right.
I would
I'm
like to
sure
also
we're
make a
fine
prediction,
now.
because, Jux is also not that stupid to go, oh, we've killed 2 of them. That's obviously clear.
Yeah, so those attuned to the force can sense living things, right?
Sort of.
Usually.
Do I sense living motion
No.
outside of this immediate room?
You sense the dark side. A lot of dark side.
Oh, good. All right. I was hoping to roll force instead of perception, but okay.
Well, give me a force roll if you'd like. That's fine.
All right.
You sense the dark side. A lot of dark side. That's all you sense.
That's enough of your false bullshit.
Apparently, the dark side is on boxcars.
We're basically you're sensing the dark side and a lot of death and decay.
I think it's going to be kind of difficult for there to be some sort of special effect on a perception roll.
Oh, I'm
So-
not. I'm not expecting one. I'm not expecting one. I just like the idea that the dark side is just like all hauled up on a boxcar and ready to be just taken away, like children.
You're listening to a piano. You're listening for a pin drop at a rock concert, basically.
Kinda, yeah. That's actually basically what's happening. I hate to say it. As much as it pains me to say that, yeah. All right, you guys can move yourself over down the staircase and put yourselves into the other. Yep, that side.
Whip.
All right.
I just did that. Stop stepping on my turf.
Okay, let me try this one instead.
Put yourselves in something resembling a marching order.
I went for the deep dive. Fuck you.
Did you go for robots in disguise, Gav?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't just go for it; he nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty, not gonna lie, it was pretty awesome.
All right, I'm actually going to move you guys a bit further forward before you actually see what you see. Largely because it's a large room filled with... Okay, so what you see is a large room. It's a lot like the room upstairs, except things seem to be intact. Like, you see a bunch of, what look like these look like basically large sort of data banks. There are 6 plinth type things around the room with little red orbs on top.
Oh, we've done this.
It's very with another large plinth in the middle with a larger red orb in the middle of it, with like computer stuff on it.
Okay, so similar layout to the Sith room, but technology.
Yeah, this looks like, and Eric Vorkos, the computer stuff. The room is fairly well lit. There's a lot of light, but there's also a lot of shadow and such in the room. And you guys are going to I'm going to ask you guys to give me a perception check in a moment. I'm giving you the stuff. I'm giving you the details you can see without actually having to,
Squint.
This is what happens when the Sith hire IT technicians.
It looks very similar to the computer stuff you found under the Jedi Enclave.
Right.
In the bug tunnels, as it were.
Oh, in the bug tunnels. Okay.
Yeah, that area. Well, it was in the... Yeah. You remember that one terminal you found?
Yeah.
That was weird and such and had that weird alien hologram? Yeah, it looks like that tech.
That tech that I have actually noodled around with and decrypted to a degree.
To a degree. All right. You should give me a... You also see back in the back... Another large plinth with a glowing sort of purpley orb thing on it. And you also see, there are a bunch of shadows and such in the room. Now you should all give me your perception check.
I'm still not paying attention.
Well, yes, close roll, but Eric, you do get hair trigger neck hairs.
Boom.
Boxcars.
Okay.
Nah, I won't fortune die. Alright. Not the worst.
Vorkos got a 10. That's, I think, the best we got.
It is, and therefore you guys are not surprised.
We're attacked by cyber zombies.
Eric, there's something moving in the shadow. There are large forms moving in the shadows over here. Because you're all boxcars, you actually get to know what they are, and you actually recognize the outlines as being Terran tactics. One of them being very large.
Looks like we found the brood nest.
Oh, he looks friendly.
It's old.
elder.
Clearly it can't move.
Yeah, he's an elder Terran tactic. Give him a pair of slippers and a pipe, he'll be fine.
I take it you sort of alert the rest of the group so they're not surprised by this.
Yes.
Good. As you do so, the elder Terran tactics sort of rears up, looks at you, growls, and gestures to the other two to move, just the other two forward.
Huh.
Big guy dies first.
Word. You are definitely getting this room definitely has again the whole place reeks of the dark side.
There is mojo in here.
There is, but you are definitively getting a sense of something that is actually attuned to the dark side from the Elder Terran tactic.
Twins is audibly going to just say, "What?"
I just said the big one dies first.
The big one's a Sith.
I've got
So
an
it
idea.
dies doubly first.
I tried to put something in this properties thing. I forgot. Sorry.
That thing is force sensitive. I don't know how, but it is. Be careful.
I wonder if we can get them to chase us.
You have a plan?
Jith has an evil look in her eyes.
If we could separate them, that would make life a lot simpler.
All right, everyone should roll initiative.
Bah!
And I should roll. I'll wait for you guys to roll before I. Oh, damn it! I forgot. That's what I forgot.
Ah, boo. Boo earns. Boo.
Better than last time.
All right, let me get you guys, and then I will. Wind, you're on 14. Io's on 10. Jith is on 9. Jox is on 11.
Hmm.
And Vorkos is on 8. Young
Rolled a
Professor.
1. Boo.
The Professor's on 12.
Hmm.
All right. And now for the Terran Tactics. I forgot what his speed was. That was a mistake. Okay.
0.
No.
Fine, 1.
Nope. His base speed is 8.
Jeez.
And the small ones are speed 7. I mean, you can just mouse over and look at it if you want.
It's mostly that I was just like, huh, that big thing is faster than Vorkos.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Twins, you are first on 14. What would you like to do? And I think I screwed up the measurement distances for this place. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Nope, the distances are about right. Good.
I would like to consult the core book because I need to do a thing that I don't remember the exact wording for.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
A little force trick that I've done with Vorkos before.
Ah, force speed. Okay, got it.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's have you not go, like, stupidly slow.
Sorry, I rolled a 1.
Well,
I rolled a
fortunately,
4,
Twins,
so at least, at least I'm faster than they are. Where the hell is my... There it is. Okay, core rules. Magic. No, not tentacles.
yeah, make
Everything's better
a
with
make your
tentacles.
force check, and difficulty is subject speed plus 3. Sorry, plus 5. Sorry. And the amount you make it by is how much additional speed points the character gains for the circuit sequence.
I'm kind of like you. I kind of got to read it myself so that like it goes in my head properly.
That's fine.
All right. That's an interesting idea. All right. Yes. So the difficulty is the subject's speed plus 5. Your speed is 7, so then it's difficulty 12.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to fortune this?
I don't
Because
know.
I can't go over my limit, like over my current initiative value. No, I won't.
Okay. Make your force roll. All right, so you get plus 1 speed.
Hooray!
That brings you up to 9.
Yay!
I should have fortune died that. I rolled.
Well,
bad.
I mean, hey, that's a whole extra action you get.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
very true.
Assuming no dodges, yes.
All right. Twins, you're going on at 11 next.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Elder Terran Tactic goes now.
He sits there and does nothing.
No.
Very politely,
No.
patiently.
All right. I need to make a roll here. All right. You. Open roll. 13.
Oh, thank God.
That's not an attack roll.
Monologuing.
That's not an attack roll.
That's a good start, though.
It's probably not going to get to attack this turn. It's too far away. All right. Yep, that's fine. All right. It proceeds to leap across the room.
Oh.
Oh wait, I didn't have to make a roll for this. I'm sorry. I'm using the wrong ability for this.
That's okay. You can just hold on to that roll for when he tries to attack us later.
No. It's the wrong.
We'll allow it.
It's the wrong stat. So. Yep. Cool. It leaps across the room.
Yong.
Hi.
Actually, I think it. Yeah, it can. Beautiful. Thumph. That is a. How many shots is that action? It's busting out kung fu powers effectively.
God damn it.
Well, I gave you an extra point. Use it to actively dodge.
Yep. That is a one-shot action. It goes again on 12. Thud.
So, are you telling me this thing just friggin' like did the whole spark up the lightsaber and do the corkscrew leap at me like friggin' Palpatine?
No, that was it was more like a giant, bladed beastie thing just did a wire fu leap across the room at you.
It did not seem to have a running start, did it?
No.
No, it was a straight up Hulk jump.
Yep.
Physics.
Words may have said twins may have said something about being force sensitive. The professor goes.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Obviously, he never skips leg day.
Yeah, apparently.
She'll step to the side and
Porkos
shoot.
just holds up a hand and goes, awesome, high five! No, wait, that's not going to work.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Yep. She hit it by 2.
Pew.
So that is 13 damage. Not 13, 3.
So when it waved its hands to
So
the other
13 damage, so
Tyrantetics-
3 wound points, yes. Sorry, what was that,
When
Gav?
it waved its hand to the other Tyrantetics, it wasn't actually saying, go get them. It was saying, hold my beer, watch this.
Well, I didn't expect it to roll that much better than they did on its initiative, I'll be honest.
So it's less.
So it
go
so it
there.
motioned
It's
to the-
more
so-
follow me.
It's like, you two, go get them. Too slow!
So it motioned them forward, and they were like, pulling themselves up into a stand. It was, oh, for fuck's sake, and just leaps across the. Oh.
Basically. All right, so that's it for
Myself.
the professor. It's also on 12 as the Tarantatic Elder. It looks like a toss. I'm going to take a look at its other foo powers. Give me a second.
Duck!
Yeah, I think I might need a duck.
Yep. Okay. Doesn't have to. It will make its roll. Its melee is 15.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
Aha!
It rolls really badly.
that's a boxcar's fail.
Yes.
It
What is your
is.
dodge currently, Eric?
14, but then I actively dodged. It's +1 or +3?
Plus 2.
3. So
3. No,
it'd
3
be
is for regular
17.
dodge, yes. So
Yeah,
that brings you to
17.
17. I mean, how much does this power get to add? Give me a second. I got to look up exactly what the bonus is that it gets from using the power. this
Jeez, if it's bonus to
use.
hit.
It's got a conditional power bonus to hit.
Mm.
I'm seeing if it can actually salvage things. Here, where's stupid? Ah, 2 of the pages are stuck together. That's what the problem is. No, it does not. There we go. Titan. Nope, not Titan Eagles. Sharpen scales. There we go. Nope. If you hadn't dodged, it could have hit you by spending some force points. It's got an ability that allows it to add bonus to the outcome of an already successful. Oh, it's got to be an already successful attack anyways. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Yep. Okay. Yeah. There's a. Okay. It would have had to hit it. It would have had to hit. Okay. So.
Congratulations on not being dead.
Yeah. It misses, and it loses some of its balance. I'm going to dock it. It basically doesn't fall over or anything like that, but it's turning into a 4-shot action as opposed to a 3-shot action.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't go again until 8. That is it for 12. 11 is Jocks and Terran Tactics 6.
And me again.
Yes, you too. Yep.
Because it's always Twins' turn.
Twins. Well, she's speed 10. It's what she does.
Zoom. You know what I also do? The speed power can
Everything before
work.
me.
The speed power can also work in the other direction.
This is true.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and dock the Elder's speed. I don't
Sure.
want that thing going again.
Okay.
Fortune die. Hell yes.
Nice.
As she thinks very slow thoughts at it. Extremely slow thoughts at it. It loses its actions for the rest of the sequence.
Hold still.
The elder prepares himself for a force-based mind duel, and his Twins just becomes the wrath of God itself.
No. What happens is the bug thing goes and takes like its big super sweep at Vorkaz, and Twins just points at it and goes, "Hey, cut it out."
Huh? Stop it. Stop it.
Just bring about the impression of Cosgrove, and that's all it takes. And it just doesn't know what to do anymore.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking something up.
Mm-hmm. For the record, its defense against this is its magic or chi rating, whichever is higher.
Yep.
If it's aware, it can actively dodge and actually use its actual dodge rating, and that becomes the new difficulty. But because I rolled Apocalypse dice at it,
Yeah, no, I'm aware of. That's one of the things I was looking up. All right.
I'm mostly explaining it for everyone else
Mm-hmm.
because I know you're looking it up.
Okay.
So yeah, it's basically held.
Yep, that's fine.
Twins cast hold person.
No, that's fine. So noted. All right, Jocks. Actually, I think the Terran. What's your the Terran Tactics 6 goes before you, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm speed 6.
Bonk. It's done. Actually, no, it can move a bit further if it wants to. If it doesn't want to attack, so yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, as tempted as I am to try and roll a grenade down the Elder's neck now that it's
Not going anywhere.
held.
Yes, there are. I will say there are things it can still technically do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just telling you this
slow,
now.
but it's not. Yeah, it's not immobile. Yeah, plus
It
four
just has no
too
shots
close.
this sequence.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move up there and. Oh no! Fuck. Fine, I will bodyguard the professor,
Okay,
but I'm still going to go blam at the elder.
sure.
And
It can't actively dodge, so that's not a bad plan.
and
No,
I'm
it
gonna
can't
force
actively
it-
dodge.
I'm-
You were correct.
And I'm going to dice it as well. So
Hang on, before you're going to fortune it. Don't roll anything yet. I need to look up something. It has some foo sticks it can use, so I need to look them up.
yeah,
That is fair.
There are foo sticks that cost 0 shots. So, and
No.
yeah, almost none of them can attack, or are available for attack. So, debating whether it wants to bother. Yeah, it's not going to bother doing that. Never mind. I mean,
Okay.
it can do. It has one it can use defensively right now, but it's gonna save some of its tricks for a little bit.
Okay. Blam! Oh.
16.
17.
17, you're right. I missed that. I thought that was a 10 for some reason. All right, so you hit by 4. So that brings you up to 17. So that is, okay, 7 wound points. All right. It's taking damage.
Okay.
So Gav takes a bodyguard position in front of, so Jox takes a bodyguard position in front of the professor, levels his blaster shotgun thing at it, and goes kerblat. All right, cool. I'm gonna mark you down here. You don't get until 8. All right, so then we're on to 10, which is IO9.
Sketch.
Oh boy, here. So let's see here. Which one should I shoot? The Elder or the other one?
I'm just marking it's the Elder so that I know that it remind myself that it doesn't have any shots anymore.
Right.
I'm sad.
It's kind of unknoble to shoot something that doesn't have shots.
Oh, please don't attack it when it doesn't have any. Yes, please. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do that. With a +6 on that roll.
Wow.
Wow. That's 3 6 fortune dies in a roll. We've got the
I have
devil's
a bad feeling
21.
that something is going to happen after all the good rolls.
21.
21, Peter.
No doubt.
That will hit by a bunch. 8, I believe.
Then that would be 22 damage.
Mm-hmm. All right, so 21
Also,
you said?
22.
22, so that's 12 wound points. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to bookmark another page. I'm marking all the pages in my book, in my rule book, where various fluid powers are, and then I'm looking up. All right, so that is 12 wounds. So noted. All right, next up then is you go again on 7 sketch. We're on to 9, which is Jith, Vorkos, and the Tarantatic 7.
Hooray! I get to go.
You actively dodged, didn't you?
Oh, you're right,
fuck.
Eric. You go on. You go on 8. Sorry, Eric.
You know what? The combat will be over by the time I get to act. I'm just gonna go downstairs.
All right. If there was a time for me to whip this out, I think it's now.
Okay.
Jith is going to produce her jury-rigged pistol
Okay.
and use it in conjunction with her Dragoneye Reaper. So I've got one heavy pistol and then the will explode eventually pistol.
Okay.
Fortune die. Oh God!
The fucking fuck. Okay.
Wow.
I guess the
Alright,
dice had enough of your shit, Mecha.
Noisy cricket, don't get wicked on you.
I'm going to shoot the Elder Tarantatic.
Yep.
With what's that? Okay, good thing that I rolled that. Okay, so that's +6. All right. So I hit by 6 exactly then.
Yep.
So its default damage is 2 because 10 minus 10 and 12 minus 10.
Yep.
And then +6, so that's 8. And then I'm going to roll 2 bursts with this, with the
Okay.
with
2
the
additional. Yep.
mini pistol. And you said it's bad if they match, right?
Yep. They don't match.
Okay, so extra 9. So that is a total then of 17 damage.
All right. That's before toughness, so that's another 7 wound points. No, that's no. You're right.
That was 17 after damage.
Yep.
After
17.
defense.
Ow!
Yep.
Ow! Ow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. Okay.
This elder's like, God, what the fuck? I was having such a lovely day.
I did that awesome jump and everything.
Oh, the professor's on the shot too.
NPC
I'm
kills
going
Neil.
to I'm going to write something down over here. And when it happens, if it does happen, I'm going to put it in the chat.
Okay. Fair enough. The professor will take a pot shot at the Terran Tactic Elder because, okay.
Mm.
Everyone else has.
She hits by 2. So that's another 3 wound points.
We better
I'm
kill
gonna-
this thing before we realize that it used bide.
No, it does not have anything like that. I promise.
That's the real reason it hasn't been taking actions.
It just looks at Vorkaz, and then there's just like a flash of light, and Vorkaz is just gone, and there's just
It just leaves his feet behind.
All right. All right. That is it for 9.
So,
8.
Peter, I'm going to be guessing then that this Elder Terran tactic does not seem to have any impairment yet.
It does not.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Ich bin ein Elder.
Yes. You are correct there. See, when you were guessing about the Terran Tactics having Ich bin ein Bruiser, I was still going, no, they don't. All right, Vorkos, you're up.
Hooray!
Now I get to play too!
Now spend 3 shots aiming.
No, wait, not a closed roll. Sorry.
Okay.
You
All right,
hit.
you hit by 3.
Yep. 2 bursts, obviously, so 19, 20, 21.
So 11 wound points.
Oh, and zoinks and away.
I'm going to go after the thing you were guarding.
And Twins is just right here going, Forecast, you bastard.
Well, that looks important.
Well, Eric, you put it into death check territory.
Hooray!
Not by much.
Let's see how much it beats this by.
A lot. I'm not sure it can fail this.
Well, I mean, you never know until you try. No, it didn't.
No, it totally did not fail.
All right, its con is might. Its constitution is mighty. Let's just put it that way. All right. Yeah. Jocks, you're up.
Oh, really? See, I was thinking, I wonder if I can interject with my extra action shtick. But turns out it's my turn. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a grenade around about here. Hang on, how do I do with it? That one, yeah,
Right there. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
because why not? It's the thing I do.
Yep.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
all right then. All right.
This is us putting all of our will into please don't kill us.
That's why I threw it behind. He's like
Yep.
a blast
No.
shield.
Now you're not getting the full 23 out of that because
No.
All right.
They didn't literally step on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay. But you rolled a 19. All right. So I'm going to deal with the elder first.
Beats both of them by 6.
Yep. Well, their defenses are the same.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said
so
beats both of them by
6. All right. I think the damage we were doing with the regular grenades was 13 base, if I remember correctly, for a normal. So
Believe so.
something like that. We'll just say it's 13 for now.
Okay.
So 13 plus 6 is 19. That's 9 wound points. Okay, it can still pass this technically.
I do only have one grenade left.
Actually, you're out, Gav.
Am I?
Yeah, use one
Yeah, you
upstairs
had
too.
2 at the start
Oh,
of this session.
The
The trap, yeah.
the trap. Sorry, I forgot about
It falls over.
Ah.
3 to me.
All right.
Have fun with the other two.
And
Yeah,
six.
I also noticed it falls over. Not it is dead.
It looks
Yeah.
dead.
Mm.
It looks very dead.
It looks very dead.
Yep.
I believe nothing.
Sure.
It looks dead. You get a call. I'm not dead.
It's calling from inside the house.
It was very impressive considering that it doesn't have any pockets or opposable thumbs.
It has a dead bug switch.
Well, it actually sort of look. If you look at its claws, it actually looks like one of its claws is opposable.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking at the image.
Yeah.
Probably has trouble with cracking its screen regularly with those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely can't handle touchscreen.
No.
Oh, can we please put that into that beta fighter that Vorkos had to sit in and get its opinions on the control layout?
It wouldn't fit. A regular Terran-Tatic wouldn't fit in them. All right. All right. Well, that's it for you, Jocks.
So I'm also on 8.
Oh, I forgot you. Yes, go.
Mm-hmm. I figure, why not let Jocks have the fun first for once?
What would you like to do?
And well, I like to imagine that this entire time Twins has just had her hand forward at the thing, and then she's just now kind of going, looking at her hand. Huh. All right. At which point, well, this is kind of a crappy position to be in.
Thanks, Orcos.
You're welcome. Still stealing sons of bitches.
Hey, you had your chance.
All right, so that one got boom. This one is still unharmed, right? If I'm recalling correctly.
Oh yes, that one is unharmed. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In that event, I don't really want to do a repeat performance of that little trick, funny as that was. All right. Twins is going to take the high ground and scramble up on top of this thing.
Okay.
I am going to arrange her to be in front so I don't have that garbage happen again. And from up here, she's just going to just shout rudeness at number 7 over there and is going to shoot at it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do anything fancy. This is just gunning.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay.
She's still kind of reeling from doing what she just did, and she's like, I'll do this, I guess.
All right. Well, Terran Tactics 6 goes. Rar. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, Rar. Actually,
Yeah.
it's got enough reach. No, you're up. It's gonna come after you. Actually,
I did just lob a grenade at it.
yes, it's definitely coming after you. I'm just debating if it's gonna go after 2 people or just 1. No, you're the one who's annoyed it. It's gonna swing twice at you.
Annoyed? How dare you, sir? Yeah.
1 hit.
Hit. Hit.
Yeah.
All right. So it hit you by 2 on the first one and 1 on the second one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Its claw damage is 12, if I remember correctly.
Shame you didn't actively dodge.
Nah.
All right. So that is 12 plus 2, so it's 14 and then 13. Before toughness.
Minus my 8. So that's 6 and 5.
11.
He's
11.
rip,
Back
rip.
up to 24 damage.
Not quite impaired.
Ow!
Yeah, it's undoing all that nice bandaging that Vorkos did earlier.
It's just very rudely ripping the bandage off.
Does this hurt? Poke.
Does it hurt more if I tear it off quickly or slowly?
All right, we're on to 7, which is IO.
Okay, well, let's see here. Let's just go for what are these things pronounced? Terrantatic, yeah. Like Io is going to shift over here to impose himself between Jith and Terrantatic 7, and then shoot Terrantatic 6, is it?
Yep.
Okay. That's one I'm not going to roll fortune on, so I
Okay.
regret it.
No, you boxcar succeed.
Boxcard succeed
All right.
because I matched his defensive 13.
Yep. So you do your damage is 14, right?
Yes.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Let's see. What sort of cookie do I want to give you for this? Because you do get a cookie for it.
Yes. I'm just like, holy shit, that was so close to Boxcar fail. Boxcar fail. Like,
All right, you hit it in the leg, and it loses it wins. It sort of it's not not used to pain in general, and it loses its footing and sort of stumbles and it's prone. You'll have to get back up before it does stuff. All right, then next up, that is it for 7 because nobody else goes in 7 apparently. We're on to 6, which is Jith, the Professor, and
Terrantatic
7.
Marianne.
Being prone, does that affect its defense at all?
Not really, no. It just means
Okay.
it can't move. It has to get up if it wants. It has to use its movement to get up, basically.
All right. Jith is going to use
And-
both of her heavy... Go ahead.
Also, if you have any clever stunts that would take advantage of the fact that it's prone, that would matter.
You think I have stunts.
I've seen
Twins
you.
is the one who climbs everything.
Oh, you mean just like flavor stuff? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Not shticks.
Because I have no shticks. So
Oh, I know. Well, you have gun
I am
sticks.
a driver.
You have gun sticks.
I will use my my 2 heavy pistols, and I will aim one each of them at the 2 Terrantatics because I have 10,000 bullets. So
Aha! Cool.
Mm.
okay, just open roll.
See, that's a shtick.
Yes. I'm trying to think of something. What is it called? I don't have any unique shticks.
Right? No.
That's
No, there are a couple of the transfer animal power sticks for transfer animals in Feng Shui that have that trigger off prone. The transfer
Gotcha.
elephant, for example, has trample.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
climbing on top of the elder and delivering an elbow drop's probably not going to work.
Well, it would do something.
It would do something. He's headed to the top rope.
Yes, flavor
hit
text
by
wise,
3.
You hit by 3.
So that is 5 damage to each of them.
Mm-hmm. One,
So I did more damage than if I had focused fire.
5. Okay,
Well done.
nice shot. That is it for Jith. The Professor will continue shooting at. She will shift slightly to the side, so she can get a clear shot past Jox. Jox is much taller and larger than she is. Hits by 3.
Woo.
So that is another 4 wound points.
Nickels and dimes, yo.
Yeah. And Terran 7 goes.
Probably towards me.
What? No. Blarg!
The thing standing on top of its leader.
Actively dodge.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It'll claw at you twice.
All right.
Here we go. Miss. Wow.
Missed by a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of bouncing out from how these things nearly ate us on the last session. So,
All right.
Twins continues to be unharmed throughout all of this.
All right. That
This
is
is a first.
That's it for 6. On to 5. Twins, Vorkos, and Jocks.
Woo!
And Terran Tactics 6.
All right. So it's getting all up in my business here.
Mhm.
It took a swinging lunge followed by a swinging lunge. Both missed. It overextended. Boing, hop, Mario, face into goo. And I'm riding it now.
Okay. So you're on top of it, sure.
Yep. And from back here, I'm just going to put my gun straight to the back of its head and
Yep.
set it to stun and just thump it straight into the goo.
Okay.
So this is my nuisancing.
Okay, you're attacking distract. Got it.
Yup. Fortune die.
Oh dear lord.
Mhm. Shame this doesn't carry
how was
over
that
into the next
D6?
sequence.
Well then.
So, yeah, this thing has -3 for the rest of the sequence. I say on 7. Or no, 5. Excuse me.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Well, that's convenient. I guess I know what I'm shooting.
Yep. Vorkos, you're up.
Do I want to use the last fortune die? Yeah.
Well, you
You
hit.
do hit. Thanks to twins.
Yeah.
You do, in fact, hit.
You hit by 1, I believe.
Yep. Hit by 1. So 17, 18, 19.
So 9 more wound points.
Oops.
2 points of impairment.
Wait, when did this one get hurt?
Did I mark the wrong one? I marked the wrong fucking one.
Ah.
You are correct, Word. It is wounded. It is annoyed. But it is not further impaired.
And its face is just in all the Google.
Alright, that is... Okay, so Twins is on 2. Vorkos is on 2. Jocks, what are you doing?
I'm going to unload my shotgun into this guy's face.
Okay.
Number 6. And that one. And blam.
Alright, you hit exactly.
I am very precise today.
Alright, so that is 3 more wound points to it. That puts it at 1 point of impairment.
Yay.
Alright, you go again on 2. That one, the one you just shot, sort of gets back up, looking very cross. Rawr! That hits you exactly. And that misses. So, 12 minus your toughness, so 4 more wound points, Gav. Rawr!
You're both impaired 1.
I'm at 28.
Hang on. If it was impaired, then that should be 1 less.
That I already factored that in.
Oh, okay.
Its melee AV is 14 normally.
Oh, so it is. My bad.
Their defense is slightly lower because they are big and, they're big.
Right. It all makes sense. I just kind of
Right.
skipped over that in my head.
Yep, that's fine.
Because I haven't actually been hurt by any of these things.
Right. That is it for 5. We're on to 4, which is IO9.
Sketch. Or not.
Sketch, you're up if you're here.
You're also muted.
I know Sketch is is busy with stuff today. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
That's kind of been the thing for the last several weeks. Busy time.
Yep.
And we just lost Nick.
All right. All right. Well,
Considering the way he usually rolls, I imagine he would do his thing where he rolls over here and does a piercing shot kind of thing.
we'll see.
Like,
but
that sounds
I want to
very-
give Sketch time to get back to decide that.
Understood.
So yeah. Let me think. Well, Nick's connection also derped, so.
I set
So what
things
you're
up and
saying
no one's
is
there to
Florida
capitalize.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's see.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Hey, there you are.
You're up,
so it's-
actually, Sketch.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to assume Twins has turn tactic 7,
It's impaired. Or not impaired.
Distracted.
It's nuisanced.
How badly wounded is 6?
6 has just hit a point of impairment.
Yeah, it's impair 1. This thing is nuisance 3.
Fortune die 3. Against 6.
Okay.
15, so I hit it.
All right. So you.
Hey, you know what? It was worth spending it, because if I didn't spend that fortune die, I wouldn't have hit it.
Yeah, you would.
You would have just hit.
No, it would have been at 12.
Because it has impairment.
Oh, yeah. I can keep track of this stuff.
All right. So you hit by 2, correct?
3.
3.
3.
You hit by 3. So that's what, 17 base?
Mm-hmm.
17.
14 base, so 17 total damage,
Right. Yeah. Well, it is doubly. It has got 2 points of impairment now, so it's down to defense 11. Sorry. Yes, you shoot it in a fairly. Your blaster bolt sort of pierces its chitinous hide or scaly hide. I don't know what the Terran tactics.
Their insert plot arbor here.
Yeah, it is.
Hide.
It is oozing, and it very clearly is badly wounded. It's sort of staggering about a bit and making screeching noises. Oh, I forgot one of its abilities. These guys' abilities that I should have used. Oh well. I guess I'll use it now. Doesn't have a lot of time for it to sequence though. But you know what? Better late than never. Hang on, I need to look up the exact wording on this. Give me 1 second. Where are you? There you are. Willpower check. That's right. Okay. Nope. Pain does not feel good.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Yeah. The big one has it too. It's just it didn't get to do anything.
My bad? Question mark.
Oh, no worries. All right. So that's that. Sketch, thank you. All right, so you're acting again on 1. So we're on to 3. Jith, the professor, and someone else acted on 3. Oh, Terran 7. That's it. Jith, you're up first.
Yeehaw!
And that's right. Nick's Discord went bluey.
Yeah.
For the sake of superfluous flavor, I'm going to say that Twins is just kind of like stomping on the thing's head repeatedly.
Sure. The prof will shoot the badly wounded one. I'll get that out of the way.
Okay.
Hits by 2.
All right then.
Oh, no, more. 4. So
Yep.
she does 5 wound points to it.
Death check.
Yep. And it's a DC 2 death check. It basically... I don't think it can fail. That should have been an
totally
open
did
roll.
not fail.
That should not have been an open roll. That's an aside.
Okay.
It still doesn't fail. Also, I was rolling on the wrong token. Because, duh.
Right.
Right.
Is Nick back? There's Nick, I think. Well, it's showing him in the voice chat, but I don't know if he can hear us.
There we go. Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
It's your turn.
I thought it was like it might be like a Discord issue. It was actually just a general connection issue, so I got that sorted out.
Good. Well, you're up. Do you need to? Do I need to boot you from MapTool so you can reconnect?
No. So let me see here. So I see that Cygnus just shot Terrantatic 6, and I think it made a death check.
It did.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it passed it pretty cleanly.
All right. I will do the same thing I did last turn.
Okay.
I will shoot once at 7 and once at 6. So I believe that the higher defense belongs to 6 then, if
Yes.
7 has
It
the 3
technically, yes, because 6 is only impaired by 2.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Defense 11.
So I'm going for an 11 then. Yeah, I'm okay.
That's a
Hell
decent
yes.
roll. That's a passable roll.
That is plus 11 on... So that's 13 damage to each?
Yep. All right. And minus their toughness, right? Or is that before? No,
That's after toughness.
Oh, dear Lord.
Because I beat them both by 11, and then plus 2 on top of that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
With an additional 1 for 7.
No, it's
further
the same
conditions.
defense.
Oh, is
When
it?
you- if you're attacking multiple targets, use the defense of the highest target.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it's
Never mind.
damage 12 minus 10
Plus-
plus 11 on
Plus
each.
11,
so,
yeah, so 13. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
Okay, now that one can fail a death check.
Oh, yes, it can. That's a DC
15.
15 death check. Yeah.
You can still make it.
It can make it.
Can make it. It's just very unlikely. It does not.
That would be a very Games Workshop roll to make.
All right. Well done, Nick. Yerk.
Just keeping ahead of jocks.
You're done for the round.
Yes.
Terrantatic 7 goes. Word, are you going to try to dodge? It's trying to do something.
I was on 5 last time. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge. I have no reason to not dodge.
Yeah, I figured. It's attempting to grab you by your scrawny legs and basically slam you into the ground.
Good luck.
Yeah, well, it's got two swings at it. Its odds are bad, but what else is it going to do? Yeah, no.
Nope.
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 Stop dancing on me.
Twins proceeds to do a river dance on its back.
Yeah. All right, it's done. We're on to 2, which is...
Can I just, sorry. Hang on, I'm muted. No, I'm not. If that's the end of 3, I would like to interject with my free action.
Sure.
Since it does specifically say an extra 3-shot action, so I'll take it during 3.
Okay.
Basically going to step up, do my best to make sure that Twins isn't in the way, and blat it in the legs.
Okay. So noted.
If you're aiming at its legs, you better not hit me, because I'm on it.
It's lower extremity, shall we say, but yeah. Shoot it in the dick! Oh.
You miss. All right.
Wait, isn't it impaired by,
be coming up
by
soon.
3?
It's impaired by 3. Yeah, that actually hits exactly. Never mind.
Yay!
It actually is impaired by 4, technically. It's hit by 1. It's got the distraction and it's wounded.
Ah, yeah.
So that's 14. So that's 4 wound points. Now it's impaired by 2. All right, Vorkos, it's shot 2, your action.
Hooray!
Here you go.
Mine,
Marcus.
mine.
I'm going to so explode down on this.
No, you didn't. You were hit by a fair amount.
Yeah, you hit by 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 22...
24.
24,
14
yeah.
more points. 2, 3, 4, 5,
I think that you kill it.
9, 10, 11,
No, it's going to make the death check. It's going to make the death check, and then Twins is going to accidentally shoot it.
40. That's a DC 10 death check.
She's just dancing up there. She accidentally hits the trigger. Pew.
Nope.
Yay!
I killed something!
Yay!
Hooray.
All right, game over. Everyone can leave now.
You finally killed the Terran Tactic, Eric.
Hooray!
All right, the Terran Tactics are dead. No, the big one is actually dead. I didn't give it inevitable comeback or any bullshit like that. I thought about it, but I didn't.
Jith sticks one of her heavy pistols in its mouth and points it up towards his brain and pulls the trigger.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
No, I seriously considered when I was designing it, giving it inevitable comeback. But
Of course it has inevitable comeback.
it doesn't actually, but...
Okay.
Well, inevitable comeback, the thing is the way inevitable comeback works is if it dies and it makes the roll for it come back, 10 sequences later it comes back at only 5 wound points.
So like one final death gasp while we're doing
No,
something else.
it's back. It's back. It's resets all the way back down to 5.
Yeah, it's almost not a full heal.
It's not quite a full heal.
I said almost a full heal.
Yeah. I was confirming that. But yeah,
killed that.
I mostly use that when in Feng Shui games for bosses that villains I want to be able to reuse without even thinking about it.
Right.
The first long-running campaign I had a recurring demon that had it. Well, it's a creature power, so.
So it was Joey proof.
Joey. The first time it died was the.
That was the Joey demon.
That was the Joey demon. Yes. Stop rolling just 6s, Joey.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so this is a story I want to recount, and I think everybody will enjoy this.
Okay.
So the first Feng Shui campaign I ran, this was this is back in like '98. I was running with my friends, a bunch of my friends, most of my Thursday crew actually, mostly. This is a bunch of people in this group are in the Thursday night game I run. At any rate, this is the first time a bunch of us were playing Feng Shui. I'd played a little bit, and my friend Jesse played a little bit. Joey was playing an Everyman Hero, and they were fighting a giant tiger demon thing. And Joey picks up a packing crate, comes out from behind something, and smashes it over the head with it. So improvised weapon. This was back when we hadn't discovered the fact that explained exactly how that clarified how fortune dice work. So this was back when so our initial reading of it, because fortune dice are listed when you spend a fortune die, you gain an additional positive die. It is not clear from the way it was written that this
so
does
we
not...
had an extra open die.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so the demon was mostly unharmed. And Joey proceeded to roll, fairly low on the negative die, and then both his open dice were 6s. His positive dice were 6s. And so God, I gotta remember the sequence.
Impressive.
Impressive, yes, right. So Jesse's impressive. Joey rolled again, got another 6. Most impressive. Rolls another 6. Obi-Wan has taught you well. Now stop rolling 6s, Joey. I'm out of Darth Vader quotes. And Joey proceeded to roll a 5. And literally one-shot the demon.
Jesus.
With a box.
The packing crate, just like out of nowhere, leaping down, smash! Demon collapses in a hump. in a heap. It's just like...
Crates! My only weakness! How did you know?
I was so glad I'd given it an inevitable comeback. Because they ran into it again.
That really fucking hurt.
Yeah, the best part is they ran into it again. And this is the first time any of them had run into a supernatural creature of any sort. This is it was set in modern Hong Kong, and they were all normal people, basically.
Normal people in air quotes for
yeah,
Feng
well,
Shui.
they're all action heroes. Technically speaking, Jesse's character was a transformed animal. You just didn't know it. Technically speaking, he was a dragon, literal dragon.
Oh.
The transformed dragon doesn't get any unique transformed animal shticks. They just get insane stat bonuses and the ability to learn any transformed animal shtick as they choose. The dragon is the long slow road to victory archetype.
The Warcaster, if you will.
Kinda, yeah. They're kind of brutal. At any rate, yeah. So my friend Peter was playing a Hong Kong killer, playing the killer. Had a bit of an issue with the fact that demons were real, and decided that demons were not real, not in his world anyway, and proceeded to spend the rest of the campaign actively hunting demons, basically, because they don't belong.
They
in
won't
this
be
world.
real when I'm done with them.
And so they actually found out the demon and found the demon's name. So he actually literally had a clip for his AK-47 made that he filled with silver bullets that he actually inscribed the demon's name on.
He's great.
Because this demon in particular was actually immune to guns. There's one of the the supernatural powers can make you immune to certain weapon types, but you have to have a specific sub weakness to them in them.
Right.
So it's like if you're immune to bullets, you've got to have a type of bullet you're vulnerable to.
If you're immune to martial arts, you have to be vulnerable to like kicks or something.
Something like that. Yeah. You got to have some way you are still woundable. You can't be completely immune to an entire skill. So yeah, he was like, right. So he had an entire clip of silver bullets with the demon's name on them, and it got used later on. It's like, oh, it's you. Let me change clips. I got a clip of bullets with your name on them, and he went down again. Came back He came back at least one other time, but yeah.
That time got hit with a silver packing crate with his name on it.
I forget who dealt with it that time, but they were very put out that he came back that first time. They're like, "Oh, come on!"
That reminds me of the first Champions game that I played, which was Buffy the Vampire Slayer inspired.
Sure,
but another element of it was alternate universes. So we would encounter alternate versions of the same character occasionally. One time we actually came across, an evil version of one of the player characters.
Sure, staple.
But there was this one recurring character that we encountered who was a teleporting martial artist.
Oh dear.
So the first time that, before we encountered this guy, there was... someone had warned us of the guys in this villain's entourage, and one of them was like, one of them is a martial artist who has never been defeated. For the record, I was playing essentially a martial artist, so I was like, my ears perked up. Oh, really? I was a little bit all over the place, honestly. I was kind of like Daredevil, the vampire hunter, essentially. Like I had a collapsible spear that had a wooden stake on one end and stuff.
Okay, sure.
But I also have spatial awareness and a borked out to hell martial arts. What was it? Martial strike. Like I rolled like 9 dice for martial strike or something like that. So the first time we encountered this guy, 2 of like our gunmen just managed to shoot this guy eventually until he just goes down from wounds after he's teleported around harassing us for a little bit. The second time we encounter this guy, he's with a different group of villains, and I go one-on-one with him and proceed to wipe the floor with him because he's teleporting around me. I'm like, I have spatial awareness. You don't get the drop on me. And my martial strike is my defense bonus, and eventually I just roll really, really well on the damage. The third time we encounter the guy, one of our gunmen, literally he teleports in front of us, he pulls out a magnum and blows the guy's head off with the first attack.
No!
So it got less and less threatening as the campaign went on. A martial artist who has never been defeated. Defeated 3 times.
Well, until he ran into the heroes.
Was the Magnum named the Hat Trick?
I don't think that he named the gun.
All right. Well, you have defeated the Terran Tactics.
Yay!
All right.
I'm so relieved.
Twins concludes her dance and hops off. Boing.
Yep.
All right.
You have a large room filled with ancient computers.
I'm going to make a general perception check to see if I notice anything, including more skittery, growly noises, but also other things. Wow,
Nope.
That's my worst one yet. Oh well. Actually, that's even worse because my perception skill is one lower than that. Oh well.
You hear nothing.
It smells
hear
really
nothing?
bad in here.
Yeah. It smells like death and dreck. And
Those
there
are my
are
favorite things.
there are a few piles of bones here and there scattered about. Also, not like it looks like they've been very recently gnawed on.
Twins is gonna mosey on over to the central computer.
Okay.
And using the computer that has like the notes that she took from when she fudged around with the other thing and
Sure.
restored the other thing and etc. She's going to plug in and use the admittedly incomplete decompiler that she has in there,
Okay.
but she's going to see if she can get anything that translates into modern.
Sure.
As I fortune die a computer roll.
Absolutely. All right then.
I think I hit open. Did I hit open? I hit open.
By the way, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to check out this purple thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Aha!
That purple stuff.
20! Oh, 20!
Wait a minute. What about drinks?
The professor's looking at the computer, going, "Ooh, ah, ooh."
Find a wall to sit next to and just fall over.
Josh's like, "Ah!"
I don't like Kashyyyk.
I think Vorkos probably has something to say about that. I.e., nobody in their right mind does.
I have very specific reasons.
Is it medicine time, Vorkos?
Yeah, I guess I can patch up Jocks.
Before you go look at the purple thing,
Yeah.
okay, give me the roll. You get 9 wound points back, Dev.
Yay.
You're out of impaired territory.
I'm back into the teens.
Yeah,
So I tried
Vorkos, you sort of look at Jocks. It's like, huh? The Terran Tactic seems to have been playing tic tac toe in his chest. All right, so Eric. You're examining the purple orby thing.
Yes.
Word. Do you activate the? Is anybody else moving into the room? That's mostly for Jith and IO.
All right, sketch.
If Twins is by herself, I think Aya will eventually just sort of.
Sure. All right, and Nick, are you going in the room?
Yes.
Where would you like to go?
I'll go over here.
Okay, cool. So,
Are these circles actually different sized?
no, they're the same size. It's just that I couldn't get them exactly right.
I figured that was the case, but I figured I should also.
Well, correction, I probably could have gotten them exactly right, but that would have taken more time than I wanted to spend on doing them.
Yeah.
I tried very hard for about 10 minutes, and then said, "Fuck it!" Yeah. So at any rate, I got one of them basically perfect.
Actually, come to think of it, I am actually going to follow Professor Cygnus, and I'm going to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
That was a good plan.
Yeah, she's sort of looking.
It's not that I don't trust her; it's just that I'm curious about her.
Right.
Kind of.
No, she is sort of looking at the sort of bank of machinery thing behind the orb and looking at it, pulls that data pad, sort of consults it, examines it. She is completely baffled by this thing because it is nothing like it's like nothing she's actually seen.
Mhm.
All right, twins, you rolled a 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you spent a while sort of typing and doing stuff, and the orb in the center of the computer eventually, basically sort of pulses more. It was sort of it was giving off a lot of light for the room. It sort of dull. The room has got this weird red lighting to it, unsurprisingly, because all the light sources in the room are red, basically.
Right.
But it sort of pulsed life and gets brighter, and then it gets slightly dimmer, and the light sort of starts coalescing into a vaguely humanoid figure. Which Vorkos and I think Jox and had seen before, maybe not. No, Jox is unconscious at that point also.
Mm-hmm.
So Vorkos, you would recognize it as the alien thing from the computer on the bug planet, but it's much cleaner image because this computer is not damaged actually.
Oh, that's useful.
And Twins is doing her job very well right now.
And it starts speaking. You hear a voice start sort of speaking, and it sounds a lot like what it was saying before, Eric, that you didn't understand. Mm-hmm. Nobody else understands it. It is a form of communication that none of you understand. The professor, by the way, at this point whips around and sort of stares up at goggle-eyed and starts reaching for her basically her video recorder. Must get this on record. Must get this on record. Must get this on record.
Yeah, as soon as the thing comes up, there's probably a video file playing this. Twins is copying that.
It's not a video file. It is a data. You're not sure what's going on.
All right.
But it resolves into
probably something that should not be copied if those informational videos are to be believed.
There was an FBI warning before he started giving the message.
If I remember correctly, it responded to one of the languages I speak.
Yeah, but I'm getting to that. It's going to say it's doing something before you have a chance to do anything like that. So give me a moment.
Okay.
All right, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to get an image that I'm going to... Actually, a better image than that one. Go with this one here. All right. There we go. It is a very large sort of waist up torso image of basically that alien except in red.
Okay.
And it basically looks down at you, starts speaking at you, and it's. I will say this: you do not understand any of the words, but it is very clearly giving orders. And it's very clear. It has this impression of very sort of imperious, arrogant sort of tone of voice, and it is very clearly glaring at you.
When you say at you, do you mean at me or at...
Yes,
okay,
you,
at me.
Specifically.
Okay, Twins is just going to be yeah, whatever, buddy. Does this thing speak modern at all? Tap, 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 tap.
It blinks. You say it out loud?
Yes.
It blinks a couple of times. At this point, a beam of light from the orb that's in it sort of you get that sort of classic sort of sci-fi sort of red scanning thing going over you.
Hey now, hey, personal space.
I must deign to speak one of the slave languages. Very well.
Oh,
what do you
now
want?
Twins is really pissed off at this thing.
Why have you invaded my sanctum, slave?
I'm no one's slave, and I'm here because there is a star map to be found here, and I aim to get it.
You do not recognize what I am, do you?
Not especially, no.
Word?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that you're now seeing flags popping up on your the data pad thing you've got plugged in. It's currently it's all the data that's being downloaded.
Ooh, okay, unplugging that.
Yep.
I see. Quite some time has passed since this terminal's been interacted with. I suppose even over the course of the time such as it seems to have passed, even the Infinite Empire can fall. Shame that. That would explain why you act so inappropriately to me, and why you are.
Twins does make that sound.
I figured. My sanctum has been invaded by inferior species that do not know their place. I have to do something about this.
Do you have anything useful to say, or are you just going to act like a high and mighty jackass until I unplug this thing?
Oh, you've unplugged the datapad.
No, not the datapad. I mean, like, his thing. And by unplug, I mean destroy it.
Yeah. Vorkos.
Yes.
You're looking at the purple thing, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's
Twins, politeness costs nothing. I go back to the purple thing.
Tell him that.
You notice the purple thing has grown brighter. And you get zapped by a bolt of energy from it, Eric.
I'm having the best day.
Your muscles all lock up.
I really am having the best day.
Vorkos sort of stands there teetering slightly and then sort of teeters stiffly backwards onto his back.
Ow. Start sliding down the stairs. Ow. 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 Ow.
Also, now all the red orbs in the room start glowing brighter.
Cute parlor trick.
You will show me respect, or you will be punished.
Twins is going to just kind of gaze and with that usual brand of teenage defiance.
Hey, giant glowy-eyed thing. You. Yeah, ancient. I don't know, are you an AI? It seems like you're an AI. Hello?
It turns its head towards you.
Hi.
Ah, I recognize your species.
Good. I guess.
You are not. Your species is not useless.
Thank you?
Hey, look, you've made a friend, Jith.
Listen, it's probably thousands of years since you've spoken with anybody, so I'm sure that you understand that the universe is kind of different right now.
From my read of the data pad of the blue of the you're purple, right?
Yes, purple pink.
The purple one's data pad. Yes.
Purple ones. Sorry.
And apparently none of you are actually situated in your traditional roles in an appropriate society, but whatever.
Twins is not going to say anything about this, but having figured out this system, she's going to start working on her own personal computer that is not connected to this thing. She's going to start tinkering with a worm cluster.
Okay.
Fork?
You know, say that the
I'm just-
Vorkos isn't really far out of his.
I was about to say, like, wait a second, are you sure?
Oil can.
Oh, the Trandoshan will be fine. Do not worry.
Oh, you know his species, okay.
Yes, and oh god, I forgot what your species name is, Eric. Nick, I'm sorry, Zabrak.
Zabrak.
And you're Zabrak. I do not and that is a human over there. Do not recognize the purple one or the multi-limbed one over there.
Well,
I appreciate that I'm not even being acknowledged in this situation.
It looks
So,
over at you and goes,
personally-
"Oh, right, the droid."
Ah, yes. The obvious statement.
Twins is
Is
going
this
to
droid
just kind of,
completely free-willed?
Twins
Fascinating.
is going
Pretty
to
close.
hold out an open palm
You're-
behind and low to
Your,
Sorry,
your
what's this?
reaction indicates you're capable of surprise, and therefore you're capable of being deceived.
Twins is holding a low 5 out to Io behind her subtly.
Will have to pay back that later. It's just trying to gauge how well this thing responds to droid sass.
I'm surprised that anyone would be foolish enough to make a droid with free will. That seems profoundly unwise.
It's even more unwise to become an enemy of a droid with free will. So you might want to choose your words and actions wisely, AI.
You're all idiots.
The Trandoshan does speak truth.
all
Yeah,
right,
well, the
Trandoshan.
Trandoshan's the only one of us that's got himself paralyzed. So what does that tell you?
guys, can I just come here a second? Just kind of like
I'm
wreck.
gonna wander over towards Vorkos and start helping him up because
Jith is going to grab Twins by the ear and
I don't have ears.
The head tail.
the head tail. Fine, come here.
Ow! Hey!
Listen, this guy is an actual thing capable of actually responding to our speech.
Yeah, and that's why I stopped
It's
talking.
the easiest way for us to actually find out what we want to find out.
Yeah, that's why I'm letting other people do the talking, because I don't want
Okay.
to talk to it.
You shut up, Io. Okay. She's gonna turn around and address the thing. So, let's, I guess, start off. Let's start over, I think. I'm Captain Jith Kai. This is my crew. This is Twins. That's IO9D. Over there, lying down, is Vorkos. This is Jox. This is Professor Cygnus. We came here in search of knowledge. There were some large creatures here, and we killed them because they were going to eat us.
Oh, Terran Tactics. Yes, whatever. That one seems exceptionally large.
Yes. It is now also exceptionally full of blaster holes.
Well, that is... Self-preservation is not an illogical response, so... what would I care about Terran Tactics? So, yes. Actually, I'm surprised this room has not been damaged by them. Apparently the upper level terminals have been. You came seeking knowledge. Do you?
Well-
you are in charge of this group, Captain.
Kind of. On a good day.
It has a pained expression on its face. This is why. Never mind.
I'm not really in charge of them. I'm just in charge of the ship that we fly around on.
Ah. That would make some sense. I understand what you're discussing. I understand the concept, I should say. Very well. I will release the Trandoshan. Vorkos,
Thank
your
you.
muscles can move again.
I'm having a lovely day.
What should we call you?
Ah, crap.
Oh, well, Mr. Crap, you certainly
That
are.
was
No,
me saying, "Oh
master.
crap," not the thing.
Master is not an option. You're on the wrong genre for that. Wrong universe for that.
Well, no, that actually would it would probably require you refer to it as, but it sort of you will probably not use my correct title. You may call me Ocheron.
Was that Ocheron?
Ocheron, yes. The
Ocheron.
the correct form of address would be Lord High Master Ocheron, but Ocheron will suffice. I can tell you are insubordinate.
Okay. So anyway, Ocho. So I'm just kidding. I don't actually say that. The reason we came here, Ocheron, is actually because there's someone that we have a vested interest in harassing and stopping and however you want to put it, inconveniencing, who has taken a vested interest in information that we believe you have some access to. In particular, as we understand it, because we've heard it secondhand, there is some sort of mechanism or factory capable of producing an army that he wants to have access to.
He's looking for one of our star forges, I see. That is inappropriate.
Inappropriate because someone aside from you would get to use it?
Yes. What is the nature of this individual?
Mad with power, kind of a dick.
Dresses like crap.
It smells.
Human, politically connected.
Ah, human. Is he part of this, from what I've seen, Empire thing listed in the datapad?
Yes.
Yes.
So some humans have decided to form their own empire. How adorable. Anything else noteworthy about this individual?
He has Sith powers, we think.
Sith?
Maybe?
Yes.
There are Sith in this empire who are in charge of things?
Maybe? There's at least one who's got a high position. We've heard rumors that there are a couple that are even higher up than him, but I don't know.
Sith.
Just out of character for a second, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the flow, but do we know the difference between the Sith, the race, and the Sith, the
No, you
pajama
don't.
wearing?
No.
Okay.
He is Sith. Interesting. So one of our chosen one of the chosen slave races has decided to rise up and to form their own empire. Fascinating. And you wish to oppose them?
Well, it's
Or
not
this,
so much
this one
that
in particular.
Yes.
we have reasons to, we want to kill him, basically.
Ah! Revenge. I can understand that.
Just kind of looks over at Vorkos. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what it boils down to. I mean, there's like a very cultural...
It's the shorthand version.
Interesting. Well, given that the Infinite Empire is apparently no more, it definitely
Ironic,
sounds very.
that.
The irony is not lost on me. No.
Twins will shoot a subtle thumbs up towards Jith.
Well, I can't say I disapprove of your motivations for seeking to thwart this individual, and I really, really, really don't care whether inferior species fight amongst themselves. And I do find it distasteful that anyone would try to acquire access to one of our forges. Do you have any information on which forge they are looking for?
Well, we have so far discovered data crystals and what are they freaking called? The things that
Holocrons.
do we even know what they're called?
I believe that Zane did tell you it was called a holocron.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
Right.
Yeah, we know they're holocrons.
So we discovered data crystals and holocrons at, and I'll just name the locations that we've. Well, I know the one location. How many locations have we discovered them in?
We've gotten
Two.
2 of them.
And you
We only know one because the other two
we
were kind
we
of
stole
already
one
found.
of them. The other one we actually found on site.
Right.
You found 2
And then one of them
holocrons.
was stole from us.
Do we have one of the statues with us?
Did you bring one?
We still have the one. We still have the one statue, right?
You
we have two
the key.
statues.
You have the key.
We have 2 statues actually.
You have 2 statues.
So I think that's probably the fastest indicator of that.
So you've got the key statue. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely would have brought the key statue.
Okay.
I mean, it was useful once, so it might be useful again.
Right. You have one of the holocrons. You have a statue that was acted as interesting. Bring it forward. Set it on the terminal. I will scan it. See if I can get anything from it.
Boop.
Bweep, 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 bweep. Interesting. I see which star. I can infer from this which Starforge is likely you are looking for. Do any of you have data on a contemporary map of the galaxy? I assume
Oh
that
yeah, they
star
hand those out
positions
for like a dime a dozen.
That almost certainly was on the data pad.
You unplugged it before you got a complete scan.
Fair. All right.
Yeah, I almost certainly do.
Here.
I mean, it's how to track stuff.
Twins will plug the pad back in briefly. Here.
Scanning. It has definitely been quite some time since my data on the galaxy has been updated. Stars are in many very different positions. It'll take a little bit of time for me to actually interpolate exactly where the exact location of the system where the forge is located.
Twins is going to fortify the data pad so it only allows the information that she wants into.
You can make a
put
computer roll.
at this point.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
That is backwards.
Sure.
Oh, you don't roll badly. His computer skills better than that. It's a fully operational AI. What do you expect?
I say it's backwards because it's the opposite.
You're trying to lock me out. 1, 2, 3, 4. What ridiculous password is that?
Oh, please.
Amazing! The same combination of my luggage.
No, it takes a little bit. It scans your datapad, but
Yeah.
Right. Whatever. There's only so much information on that. It's not her main computer.
right, exactly. I'm not sure. There's not much you should be worried about. Very well.
It's more that she's trying to test to see its limits so that she can contest it if needed. It's like, okay, that didn't work. Rewrite the worm cluster.
Well, it will take me it will take me a little bit of time to process this. I will speak to you again when I finish analyzing the data and the thing goes back to being just a red orb. Actually, more accurately, I will deign to speak with you again once I have the information you are requesting. Warp.
Don't you hate it when they do that? They get the last word and then hang up. So, anybody got cards?
Twins will reach into her bag and will pull out like 2 decks that look like your regular 2 decks that look like your regular kind of deck, and then 1 deck that has an insignia on one of the corners of it. It's like,
see, Jux isn't that dumb. He's like, you're from Nar Shaddaa. There's not a chance I'm using any cards produced on Nar Shaddaa.
These 2 are regular. This one's the one I use for hosing people.
So, I mean, what is the plan? Is it just... do we just wait?
If we find out where he wants to go, then we'll be able to beat him there. It never hurts to know more about a situation.
Oh, I'm all for that. I'm just okay. Well, Jox is going to sit down on the step, reach into his bag, and start tinkering with something.
Very good. All right, time passes. It's not...
While time passes, I'm going to get dinner real quick.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, anyways, I was going to say time passes and then get to it, but word needs to step away for a minute. That's fine. Because I'm getting towards the end of what I'm going to... there's more stuff coming, but I'm not sure how much of it... If I want to do the full thing afterwards, because it might be time consuming.
Right.
You'll see what I mean in a bit.
Jith is going to click her remote and put the force fields up.
Okay.
I get the feeling now we're not going to have to be chased out of here, so...
Okay. Interesting.
I guess I'll cut a bit of skin from the Terran Tarek to stitch in my cloak later.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Yep. All right. Well, long story short, I don't want to sit here dead airing it too much.
Yeah.
Right.
We can fill word in when she gets back. After a little while, after about 10 minutes or so, the computer goes whoop back up. I have the data. I now have the data you were requesting.
Oh, good.
In addition, I will upload it to a data crystal. With the star chart and a route that would be a good route for you to follow. Though you may of course choose to take a different route. I don't care. Additionally, there is included if you arrive at the station, I would recommend finding a terminal and plugging the data crystal in order to access the computer system so that you can, well, not be killed on sight by the droid defenses on location.
Mm.
But there should be a terminal in any landing bay you find that you should be able to get to and use the crystal in before the station's defenses take you out.
Hmm.
That's always a good thing.
So, at which point, sort of a crystal rises up out of the console. Make of this as you will.
Thank you.
Deceit check.
Mm-hmm.
21. Do I think this crystal is going to do what he says?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You have no freaking clue. Actually, it's very. The problem with this is that you're trying to read an AI of a long dead species that you have no idea what its facial cues are. You think you don't trust. Your gut feeling is to not trust it completely. You don't think it's You don't think it said anything technically false. It has not said any. It is not. It is not. It has not spoken a falsehood. It might be lying.
It is possible that it might be lying by omission.
Yes.
Okay. Well, since you're feeling so helpful right now, anything else you feel like telling us about this place you're sending us off to?
No.
That's what I thought.
I personally, Ideally, what I would like you to do is to destroy the facility. I don't want to.
So they, can't be used by.
I'm back
Welcome back.
with immense disappointment.
I'm sorry. Basically, it has provided you with a data crystal word. You guys with the data crystal with the appropriate map to the location.
Okay.
Jith is trying to read it and rolled really well, but is having a hard time.
She's trying to get a read on what it said, but basically it says, okay, this crystal has a mapped location with a reasonably safe, with a what appears to be a safe. It thinks is a safe route to the station, to the Starforge, and has included a program that you can plug in at the station, which will interface with the station system so that the station's internal defenses don't just kill you.
Okay.
And Jith made a deceit roll to try to read whether it was lying, and
I rolled a 21 and still can't tell.
There's some
Because it's an
circumstantial
AI of a long dead species that I have no idea how to read body language of.
Yeah. And it might be good at lying. But Jith is fairly certain it has not technically spoken a falsehood.
Right.
It might still be lying.
Well, never plugging that into my main computer.
No.
But it has said, Jith also asked whether it had anything else you want to tell about the station. It was like, beyond you, it'd be great if you guys blew it up so it doesn't fall into anybody's hands. I'm okay with that. That would be ideal. But anything else, nah. It's a factory. It builds stuff.
All right, then.
Mind you, this is all stuff you've already told me that you know, so I'm suspecting that that's not helpful. But I've reached the limit of exactly how helpful I'm willing to be.
Well, unless anyone else has anything they want to ask this guy, I think that leaves one last thing.
I do have a question I want to ask, but I know he's not going to give me a straight answer about it.
Might as well ask anyway.
Let me see if I can...
I move away from the purple thing as soon as Twins speaks up.
Give me a moment to think of a phrasing here.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to be backing this with deceit since I'm trying to word this a little cleverly to get a result.
Okay.
We're not going to have a problem of another person from your age running the main computer and interfering with this effort, are we?
If you use a data crystal, I do not foresee. If you use the data crystal as in the manner I've suggested, I do not foresee that being an issue. No.
My deceit is only 9. Boo. Okay.
What'd you roll?
Total of 11 for her deceit.
Yeah. Again, it seems like he's not saying anything false.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
Well, that leaves, I think, only one last thing.
Yes.
Well, it took us some effort to get down here, but I'm sure that if someone else were to discover the location of this place, that they would be able to get access to here too, and to have access to the same information that you have just given us.
Yes.
We can't.
And probably be affiliated with the jerk.
We can't really have that happen. So, I'd like to present you with an option, a non-hostile option. Would you be willing to download something into something that we could take with us? We wouldn't even access it. We would just take it along with us so that, we wouldn't have to, try to destroy you.
Exactly what do you want me to download into something?
I don't know. I'm asking if you have any sense of self-preservation.
And I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is you're proposing to. In what way are you trying to not have to blow me up, or destroy me, or anything like that?
What, can't AIs copy themselves into things?
I do not believe that there is sufficient data storage to fully copy my consciousness. No.
Do you have a core element we could take with us?
Not one that would be easily accessible.
It's very big, isn't it?
It is. No, it is. It's not super large.
Does he actually say super?
No, I'm trying to think. It is no larger than an average sentient being.
Oh, that's still pretty big then, I guess.
It is more that it's hard to access. That said, if you are truly interested in doing so, I suppose I could tell you how to get to it. Sure.
All right. Secondary question: If we try to destroy this console, would you object to that?
Yes.
That's what I thought. See, I'm trying to compromise ahead of that.
Well, if you wish to try to extract what the core of my being, you are welcome to try to do so.
And you would not object to that?
No.
See? It was worth asking this. Okay. What is the way that we could potentially access it then?
He proceeds to put up a display of the sort of the inner workings of the console, and basically there's stuff down below that will take quite some time to get through.
I think you're underestimating how good Jox is at tearing shit apart.
Fascinating. Well,
That was almost a compliment.
it puts up the schematic, and you see sort of a large sort of cylinder, roughly 6.5 foot high cylinder that's basically fairly far down.
Whew. Well, if we can manage to get it out of here, I think that we could probably find a place to safely put it, and just kind of like looks towards Professor Cygnus while saying that.
She nods.
I'm guessing I'd better get to work then.
Look, I'm just saying, I don't want anyone else being able to find this shit out. And if we try and blow this place up, he will zap and shoot us.
Yes, he will.
So,
he has that capability. All right, so he basically it's a fairly the process. Gav, you looking over things you realize that it'll take a couple hours at least to do it.
Yeah.
And there are several points that he also he points out which wires you're going to need to cut power to certain systems to make it at all safe to do.
I mean, the advantage is we're not putting you back together, so I don't have to be too careful. So, yeah, we should be cool. Maybe 2 hours.
Very well. You may proceed. Before you proceed, I do want to ask, what species are you? I want to add it to my databanks.
Okay. We're called Basilisk. I'll give him the details of the from which system they're from.
Okay. Very well.
I guess if you would categorize as avian descended.
He proceeds to scan you. Data recorded. And the purple one, what species is it?
This is going to be too entertaining, so I'm just going to sit back and let her say it for herself.
Irritating.
Yes. She's an irritational.
teenager.
Yes, it's a species name.
Teenager.
Twins doesn't want to announce that she's a Force user in front of this thing, but she files away that you're all belittling a Force user while she's already in a bad mood.
You're lucky. I could have quite easily made a crack about them being the local slave species.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, the Twi'lek. You'll like them. They're basically slaves.
Those that aren't slaves are slave dealers.
Yeah.
So a mushroom cloud erupts as everyone dies inside as Twins walks away with her back to the explosion. I'm a Twi'lek. We're from Rylith. We're cave dwellers.
Yes, very good. That's all I wish to know. You may proceed with the operation.
Okay. Do you want me to roll, or is it just...
Yeah, you need to give me both a sabotage and a fix-it roll.
Okay. Closed.
Yep.
Okey-dokey. May as well go with sabotage first. Ooh, dead straight. And... Fixie. Actually, I'm going to fortune this. I've got one left, might as well.
Okay.
Jith will assist with the parts of this that she can.
Sure.
And she's got a pretty good fix-it, too, so...
Dead on again. Rolling them doubles.
Okay, cool. So it takes you guys quite some time. I'm assuming that Vorkos helps carrying bits of heavy stuff away from the thing you're doing.
Yep.
And eventually you get down and basically, you hear power. So you end up having to cut power in various areas. Unsurprisingly, it's like, okay, if we don't cut power to this, we're going to get fried. But eventually, you get to the bit where you get near the you see the cylindrical thing. It's quite cold down here, unsurprisingly.
Cool.
And last step is to basically cut the power to the room and remove the cylinder, which is unsurprisingly quite heavy.
Yeah. Hey, Vorkos, come down and give me a hand with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're basically going down at least another 10, 15 feet down below the column to get there.
We could set up some block and tackle and whatnot.
Yeah, you haul it back up, not a problem.
Hey, you know, Vorkos, if you actually remove a part, that makes you an engineer. I know plenty of guys back in Coruscant that swear blind they're engineers. All they do is change light bulbs.
See, I thought removing a part made you a thief or a saboteur.
All right, actually,
No, because you've got to unplug things.
Well, that's gone.
Saboteurs blow things up.
All right, I assume you guys set up some lights in the room so that it's not like once you cut the power to the room, it's not like
glow up.
Yeah.
Right, you guys got light in the room. That's great. All right. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to actually do the full thing that's about to happen.
Good.
Do the intro part. If we don't, if we decide we don't want to go through the full part of it because it's beginning to get a little bit late, then we'll put it off to the next time as a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Which means you will not get. If we do that, it means you won't have your full fortune points back for it. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Gotcha.
Because this was designed for a situation where you guys would have had to expend resources, and all right, so as you basically haul the thing up out of the area, you hear the sound of small round metal things come clinking down the stairs. Well, hitting the stone floor and bouncing into the room, basically.
Oh, fuck.
Twins dives around to the other side of the terminal
And
back down the hole.
They explode, but they don't explode. They're not explosive grenades.
They're bangs, aren't they?
No, they fill the room with smoke.
Motherfucker.
Well, actually, no. They're not. Well, they're not. No, they're not smoke grenades. They are in fact flashbangs. You were correct, actually, Ward.
Okay. Twins is covering herself.
Right. So you guys are all somewhat disoriented. It's mostly just it's time for them to get into the room and set up the dramatic scene. Not.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have any combat effect.
Right.
So, yeah, it's the professor has dove behind over here. Where are people moving to? I assume you guys are trying to get behind stuff.
Yeah. Well, Jux is going to climb up as best he can and take position here. You're going to shout out, "This isn't the AI." I've done too much damage to his systems. This is not him. Taking us out now is absolutely pointless. Nothing's turning him back on in this state.
I kind of assuming I'm over here where the where we are hauling up the
Sure.
computer core.
Yeah.
But my force field.
That got turned off partway through the operation because it was being powered by the facility.
Aww.
I actually had that plan from last time. I'm sorry, Nick. It was a really good plan.
It was.
As Twins puts away her computer and all the rest of the business and prepares Mrs. Brisby.
Yep. So you'll see why I'm expecting this will probably not be we'll probably not do the actual encounter here today.
Right.
Yeah. Because no one's got the Imperial March queued up.
Well, that's not why, but
It's more than it's 10:40 already.
that's why.
Mm-hmm. Oh, poor you.
More than it's 3:40 already.
2:30 actually, 2:40. Daylight savings kicked in over here, so I'm an hour ahead, an hour behind.
It's 7:37 over here. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Now I'm only 4 hours behind you. Sorry, ahead of you, not 5. Greetings from the future. Silly past people, your ways are quaint.
Greetings from the future. We lost Overwatch.
Actually, these guys will be in the room more. They're all currently not visible players. I will change that in a moment. Yep. All right.
Oh, hello.
Of course.
Well, we can ignore the
Captain
stormtroopers.
Misa
They're a bit tiny.
Nisos!
Oh, she's back. You went.
I knew she would be.
Uh-huh.
No way that we
Misa
weren't going to have
Nisos!
an interim encounter with her.
And here's me all out of grenades.
Yeah. So
They were well used. Don't care.
yeah, they were very good. So are you guys sort of coming up from behind the panel and such? The console?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Iwate sort of scans the room. So yes, you see a group of stormtroopers who are wearing slightly different. There's subtle differences in the armor from normal.
We have
IO
shoulder
recognizes it
pads.
immediately as them being Imperial ImpSec troopers as opposed to just generic stormtroopers.
Right.
There's a woman with a very obvious cybernetic eye wearing Imperial security uniform with captain's badges with captain's badges.
I will call you Kano.
A Imperial protocol droid.
What? I've never seen one of those. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
What the hell?
totally a protocol droid. There's nothing suspicious about it at all. Do not look at its stats.
Nobody suspects a thing.
It does not have guns
PMIO.
15.
Robot Wars.
Rock'em sock'em robot time.
Boom, dun, 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 dun,
And
dun.
the Twi'lek apprentice, who basically she has her saber out and it's ignited at the moment. She looks across the room and says, caught up with you at last." And she looks at Twins. She actually cuts herself off, looks at Twins. "No. That's impossible. I saw you die."
I'm pretty hard to kill.
"I saw you die!" And that's where we're going to cut it. Because we do not have time for this fight.
No, we do not. Looking at these stats, oh, we're going to die. You do know you can't kill me until I fight Morns, right? That would be dramatically unsatisfying for everyone involved.
You'll see what's going to happen. I've got plans.
I recognize that we're not going to get our full fortune complement back. Can we get like 1/3 of it?
I
max
will
back?
decide that before next session.
Okay.
that is
Getting 2 more is okay, is acceptable to me.
no. You guys, I will say this: if you, for those of you who've spent them all, you guys will get some back. You will have some.
Oh yay!
I didn't go through all of mine. I still have 2, but yeah.
Can I have some health back for the time I've spent repairing?
Sure, Eric. You can give him another medical roll.
Aha! You get 9.
I only have 10 wounds now.
Anyways, that's going to do it for this session. You all get 3 experience points back. 3 experience, not back, but you earned 3 experience. And next time, a big showdown. Things are getting real.
Okay. Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to do at the start of the next session.
No,
Yes.
I saw you die! I saw you die! Crab twins put a gun against her head, and you'll see it again if you don't let us leave.
That's not what I meant. Although it's not
That is admittedly
incredibly far
not what I
off.
had in mind.
That's going to do it for this session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next time, hopefully next Friday for the resolution of this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Catch you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, humans.
Alright.